bit of a heads up. QB said, okay, well, we got going live here now. QB has said if no game released on Monday, they will walk out job. From SCS, be prepared to do your school runs. If the board school will be notified by 6 a.m. Monday morning. We will send out as many notes as we can. I'm sure we'll be on the radio as well. And if it does happen, it'll just be a snow day, waking up to a pleasant surprise. Oh,
Dominic is in the chat.
Already? Hey, Dominic, go away, come back. And I don't keep saying he's late, but this time he's right on the ball, right? Monday morning.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm not even ready for you, Dominic. Okay, let's slide that chat over here. And hey, look at that. Dominic is first. Okay. Yeah. Okay. You see what they're talking about, Buffalo, Paul?
What about it?
2 to 4 feet of snow.
Oh, yeah. Well, they were calling for 4 to 6 last night.
Yeah, because it's going right down the middle of the lake, eh? You got to stop.
Yep.
Right up and go. Little
Amalora is second.
Oh, she's coming up there.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. She just got first next time.
That a girl, Laura.
Okay. Yeah, we just get settled down, getting things there all working, and I guess we're ready to rock and roll. Oh, there's a dog going. Okay, I'm done eating. Gotta go outside.
Gotta go out. There you
I bought 2 new toys for him today, so Paul.
Oh.
Did it even get about racing today, Paul?
It says it's 34 degrees here, but I don't know.
34, yeah.
Hey, there is Dominic.
Hey, Dominic.
Morning, all. Good evening, all.
34 feels like 28 and snow. Yeah, we're getting a package up from to Dominic, some more to little Amalora, and so we don't have so much. I want to share it.
Yeah. Please share.
I don't know whether to go.
I think we're going to be in the 70s today.
Oh wow!
First time it's been sunny in nearly a week.
Yeah, I got to see if my snowblower even started because I don't think I used it last year.
Well, that's the thing. I got to move my snow blowers from out in the shed into the garage.
Yeah,
and like you say, just see if they'll fire up.
Hey, look who's in next, dude. Mr.
Tim Jackson.
I don't know why.
Ron.
Hey, Ron.
Hello, Ron.
Ron Lockwood is in the house.
Mm-hmm.
Ron, is it a little chilly there?
Yeah.
Oh, buddy, let me tell you. Whew. Yeah, I don't want to hear you guys whining about your 20-some degree weather.
Yeah.
There's no sympathy coming from here.
Yeah.
I think it's around 4. And I don't know what the wind, we got wind gusts up to 30 knots.
Oh, we're blowing like crazy here too. But they say Buffalo, they're calling for 2 to 4 feet of snow starting 8 o'clock tonight.
Buffalo.
New York.
Yeah. Wow. They said Buffalo, Wyoming. I'm like, oh shit, that ain't far from me.
The path of the storm is going right up the St. Lawrence River.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's picking up all that moisture.
Hi, Tim. I didn't say it before.
I see Rob Walsh came in.
Yeah. Hey, Rob.
Yeah.
Hey, Rob.
Well, really pissed off, Ron.
What's the matter?
My dash cam didn't work last night.
Your
I was
dash
driving
cam?
out to my friends for coffee, had an 8-point buck stand in the middle of the road, 10 feet in front of my truck, and just sat there and looked at me. He didn't go anywhere for about 30 seconds. He sat there going, then kind of turned, kind of walked off for a little bit, and away he went. I went, crap. My dash cam was on, but apparently something to do with a corrupt file or something. I don't know.
Really? I'm going to try and I got a nice whitetail this morning. If I lose you guys, I'll come back. Let's see. Paul, I'll share it with you because I'm on my phone. We were out in the 4-wheeler this morning. I had 2 hunters. The one, he got his deer. He's like, Ron, take me back to the lodge. I don't want to stay out in this anymore. I'm like, I don't blame you, buddy. There's Paul Hodges. Let me send you 2 pictures, Paul.
Okay.
Here is, I just got you know how you get your Facebook memories? I couldn't believe, cannot send, sorry, this photo. Please try, what? Here we go. This is the one I got my hunter this morning. Notice he looks a little chilly too.
Oh, okay, hang on. There we go.
Yeah, it actually didn't get over 52 degrees here today.
Actually, I'll take that on my computer screen because I go.
And I just put one of my other hunters in a box blind. He's my last hunter of the year.
Your last hunter?
Last one.
Yeah.
Yep.
There you go.
Yeah.
Wow.
Notice his face is a little red too.
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, an 8-pointer.
8-pointer, yeah.
Oh, look at the neck on that thing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Excuse me. Let me see.
So what are you doing? Just heading back to the lodge or?
No, I put him in the blind. We had to walk a couple hundred yards. I had to sneak up in the woods. The deer were already out. I tried to get him in this blind before the deer come out in the field. Well, they come out about an hour and a half early. I'm like, shit.
Yeah.
So we had to sneak through the woods. He goes, slow down, Ron. He goes, you're like a goddamn mountain goat. I'm like, sorry, buddy. He's a flatlander.
Getting sick there, Ron, or something?
I don't know. I might be.
Sound like a little.
Freaking cold, getting in a warm vehicle.
Right back.
I got in.
I gotta check some lights.
Oh, gotta have those lights on, Paul. Yeah.
Can't believe this won't let me send by messenger. Chats. Something went wrong. What do you mean something went wrong?
Where are you, Dominic? You're in your vehicle.
Yeah, as per usual. I'm just
How come you're sitting on the
bed
back?
early this morning.
Yeah. How come you're on the passenger
What was
side?
that?
Huh?
No, I'm not on the passenger side. I'm behind the wheel. We drive on the right side of the road.
Well, do me a favor, just take your picture and flip it, so it's reversed, flipped. Then I'll feel better.
Well, you need to start driving on the wrong side of the road.
That would be my ultimate fear driving over there, like not being used to that.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I'd say the same thing if I ever came over there, because when I was in the US, I wasn't old enough to drive, so I don't really know how that would work.
I bet it was weird though. Huh?
Yeah, it was. I was 13, because my brother spent 10 years over there, and he's 15 years older. So when I was over there, he was 28.
Kind of makes you wonder how places decide which side of the road they're going to drive on.
Is that yours?
Hey, Hodges,
Yo,
do I have your email?
I think so.
This stupid thing won't let me send a picture. It's a GIF. It says it's a GIF. I downloaded it from Facebook.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if
Well, my email is hounddog at executive link. If you're looking for it.
All right, brother Ken.
Yes, man.
Oh, there it is. Yep.
It's hound dog. Yeah. Okay. Lynn just sent me a picture. What the heck's that? Somebody, massive deer that came through court. Might be the biggest, most massive deer that's come through
That's
that.
right there.
Wow. Yeah, look at this.
There you go, Paul.
Look at this. Wow.
Oh, I know. I saw that on Facebook today. Holy crap.
Wow.
Hmm.
That's huge.
Yeah, it is. Here, I
Yeah.
just sent you my first mule deer, Paul.
Okay. I just got an email from somebody. Oh, Ron, first mule deer. Okay.
Make sure you delete that. It's just spam.
Oh, right there.
It was 10 years ago.
10 years ago. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Hey,
10 point.
TJ's attempting.
Look at the size of the neck.
Hey, TJ.
Okay.
Notice the background.
Oh,
Yeah. The big rock, what do you call that?
Devil's Tower.
Hi, Mark.
Oh, that's it. Yeah. Okay.
what's up, Ron? What's up, Dom? Paul,
What's up,
Paul.
TJ?
Oh, no, DJ here.
Hey,
Relax yourself, TJ.
TJ, have you started working on your Netflix special yet?
Not yet. Not yet. I got it.
Yeah, because I watched a little bit of last night. I watched a bit of your the previous stream that Paul had, and you were
Oh,
talking
yeah.
to Eddie on your business, and he was saying
Yeah.
that you should be working on your Netflix special.
Yeah, my net. Yeah. Actually, I think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be a more of a like a comedy kind of deal.
New toys. I just gave like, whoop,
Oh goodness! Oh goodness! He just snatched it right out of there.
there you go, man.
Oh, that's not good.
Uh,
What you got? You got a new toy? Yeah.
So I
Head
put
to
the
the
sign
pet
on
food
my-
store and hand them out for $5.
so I put the
And my
sign on.
internet's
Hey, Mark.
my internet's struggling.
Mark White's in the house. Boy, Paul
Yeah.
must be having trouble with his Christmas lights.
see who's off here.
Hey, brother
Got
Ken.
Ken, Marshall. What's up, Rob? Laura? Wayne B. Lynn. Hey, Lynn.
I put my thing on the door to have them come in and clean my room today.
Yeah.
They didn't clean it, but they put a new TV in my room.
Huh.
Oh, good.
They didn't clean
That's
your
good,
room.
man.
They just put a new TV in.
I went down there.
Well, that's
I was
good.
like, I need some more towels. So
So,
You on the road again, Justin?
Oh, and on the metal bracket there, you can't take it off?
yeah, I won't be home till Saturday afternoon.
Yeah.
They took my weekend.
Oh, here comes the snow again. Damn it.
No.
hey, that picture that y'all were just showing of the deer, was that something that you did, Ron?
That was the first picture was the one my hunter got this morning. And the second picture is the mule deer I got 10 years ago.
Oh, gotcha. That's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
Yeah, he was a big boy. Here, I'll kind of show you what I'm dealing with currently.
Oh wow, look at all that whiteness. Look at all that whiteness.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Great white on there.
Hey, I'll be right back. I think wifey's pulling in the thing. Yeah, she's here. I'll be right back.
Not showing much snow up around your way there.
It's coming down pretty good right now.
Oh, okay, there's a little bit there. Yeah, okay. I had to zoom right in. Not a lot of snow. Middle.
Problem we had today was the winds. We had 30, 40 mile an hour gusts.
Well, I had to do guy wanted me to do aerials before Monday. Well, today was the only day I could do it because it's like 40, 45 mile an hour winds for the next few days. But like, you go down to our area right now, like there's a lot of snow here. This is the one that's going to be hitting Buffalo down here at the end of the lake. But there's like freezing rain, snow. Look at all this back here coming in. Like they're just everywhere. We're supposed to be a real nasty weekend. So
That's better.
let me know where you live, Mark. I'll box some up and I'll send it to
Yeah. He lives in Manchester in England.
you. No guarantees it might melt before we get there, but
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, it's going to be 74 degrees here, so I don't think it'll last that long.
um,
Yeah, it's been pretty chilly here today too, Ron. Not as cold as there, but it hasn't gotten over 62 today.
I'll take that.
And but then there was also like a 10 mile an hour wind. So we just cutting right through my damn clothes.
Yeah.
Usually we don't have very much wind in Florida, but yeah, it was a nice little breeze all day.
Well, I'm in my truck now. I got my Diet Pepsi and my Oreos. I'm good.
Oreo. Unlock the magic with Oreo.
And not just regular Oreo,
hey, Ron, look at
double stuff.
Oh, the double stuffed ones, those are good.
But
Mhm.
Rod, I had to go do aerials down in Port Stanley today. It was cold, windy, but I can't. Somebody paid me. Like I haven't edited these yet, but to go down and take pictures of this place. But here, I can't believe they paid me to actually do it. Whoop, hang on, give me. Okay, oh, hang on. Oh,
Uh-oh.
look at this. 2 shacks.
Mm.
Oh, that's interesting.
Wow.
Like
Nice.
the roof's caving in on the other side. The roof looks wet. Like, each officer missing on the other side. But
That's crazy.
it'll both be a tear down. They'll build a new one in here probably.
Whose houses are those?
Well, I don't know. Going up for sale.
Oh,
That's $1 million condo, TJ.
$1 million condo.
Yeah, Ron, have you seen that they have Reese's peanut butter cups with potato chips in them now?
Yeah, and they got ones with pretzels too.
Yeah.
Oh, I
haven't
think
tried
I've
them.
seen. I think I've seen those.
I haven't
I
tried
tried them.
them.
I
though.
I didn't like them that much.
I had one I was going to try. It was in my truck, but I got all melted and nasty, so I ended up throwing it out. I forgot it was in there. Somebody was handing out full-size candy bars at one house, and they were the Reese's peanut butter cup with the potato chips in there.
How many?
I do like the M&Ms with pretzels. Those are pretty good.
Damn.
What?
West Haven always sand forever. She's got 1.52 thousand subscribers.
Good.
The 26. Okay, let me see here.
Hello, West Haven.
Here you go. You go here. Look at this. This eavesdrop don't even go all the way across. Roof's got a big sag in it. Looks like the roof is wet right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at it. The deck's all rotted. Like, really?
What's the price tag on it?
Well, it's not listed yet, eh? look at the-
That's the other
I'll give you
side of that
50 bucks
place.
for it.
Oh, yeah. It'll probably, but see, it's got beach access, right? All the way down to the beach, right? So
That's
it probably,
cool. The beach. It's got a beach view. That's pretty cool.
yeah. Yeah. But it's just, yeah. But this is the place right here. Yeah. But But there's a lot of nice homes. They've been taking those things and they tear them down and then they put a brand new home up there and worth $1 million, $1.5 million, right? Because it's right there on the beach. I bet you it's going to be a stupid price, but it's going to be because of the property, you know?
Yeah, they ain't worried about the houses. That's why they had to take pictures of it.
Yeah.
Obviously not concerned about those. They're
Yeah.
just selling the property.
Yeah.
Any beach property is going to be worth well over $1 million anywhere you move to,
Yeah.
especially in the U.S. or Canada.
Yeah.
Shit, I remember like it was about 20 years ago. No, it was about 15 years ago.
Sarah.
16 years ago, me and my cousin, right before I moved to North Carolina, me and my cousin were looking at 1-bedroom apartments on the beach. I think they wanted like $5,000 a month or some shit.
Yeah.
Like ridiculous.
Wow, it's funny. That cottage, in the summertime or in the wintertime, you can rent it for $1,000 a month. But in the summertime, it's $1,000 a week.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Well,
Those old cottages, yeah, they rent them all the time. But during the off season, you get them for $1,000 a month, or in the summer and the beach time, it's $1,000 a week.
$1,000 for a month. That's cheaper than most rent. That might be worth
Yeah.
that for.
Yeah, but you can only live there for about 4 or 5 months.
Ron, you look like you're pretty snug as a bug in a rug with all that camo you got on.
yeah.
I am. I actually bought this jacket about a month ago, and I'll tell you, it's the warmest hunting jacket I've ever worn.
Looks like it.
Yeah, I put it on in the store, and I'm like, oh my god, this thing's awesome.
That's awesome. I'm getting it. Where'd you pick it up at?
We have stores here called Runnings.
Oh,
They're like a sporting goods store.
kind of like Dick's and all this stuff.
Yeah, kind of something similar to that.
How much did that bad boy run you?
Matching pants and jacket was $2.25.
Did it come with that? Did it come with that backpack too?
No, this is my binoculars. Binoculars case.
Oh, nice.
It's not a bad price though, because it's probably really good material and all that. Well, made
Yeah.
for that price.
Could you live in that if you wanted to?
Oh yeah. Like I said, I've been pretty much warm all day, just until a little bit ago, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I said that I hope he tags one tonight. Oh my god, we gutted that one this morning. My hands were so numb.
Oh wow.
Even though I'm getting my, actually I had gloves on, but I was gutting that deer, and man.
Hey.
Did you cut the head off and gonna mount it, or?
Yeah, they do what they call a partial cape, and they kind of skin it out. Butchers do that, and then we bring the head and about half the hide back.
Yeah.
To the lodge, and then
Yeah.
the boss is the one. Him and one other guy are the ones that completely skin it.
Yeah.
All around the head and everything, because you got to do around the lips and the eyes and the nose. And, you
Yeah.
got to be really careful.
Sarah made it into the chat. She's trying to keep an eye on Justin there.
Yeah.
How come you have to do all of that when you go to cut the deer's head off just to mount it, or how come you have to go around the
Well, you
hide?
take the complete hide off and then it's put on a styrofoam platform.
Yeah.
You actually
Oh,
take the hide, it goes to a tannery and it has to be processed.
Uh,
There you go, guys. You can have a clean wiener. The original wiener soap.
Where
Larger.
do people find these things?
cleaner soup.
Unbelievable.
That's crazy.
Domino, it's like unbelievable as he's ordering.
That's what I was gonna do today too.
Yeah, I'm just purchasing right now.
Hello, Sarah.
Sports clips and have them
Maybe
do
you
it.
and I can do something together tonight. All right, well, I better sign off.
Hey Ron, did you see my extra my theme I have going on?
No,
Oh,
I haven't seen much on anything on YouTube in the past 2-3 weeks.
Now, you're physically all done. You don't have to go back anymore, right?
No, I've got one hunter left. I have two buddies from where the hell are they from? Maine. The one guy is really cool. He and I learned something today. He does all the he said he's about an inch away from getting everything finalized, but he does all the security, computers and IT for the Olympics.
Ah,
And he's telling me all about his business the last couple of days. But one of the things he told me was there was one guy that how did I forget how he said this? But anyhow, long story short, I guess as it turns out, Russia is not permitted to participate in the Olympics because of their current shenanigans.
yeah, that. Well, it was her fault for being that stupid, naive. But that soccer player, or no, the basketball player from the U.S. is in a gulag now for 9 years.
In what?
She's in a Russian gulag, a jail, a really stark jail.
wait. So
Really?
wait, hold on. Somebody fill me in. What happened at the Olympics? Like what
It
happened?
wasn't the Olympics. She was a professional women's basketball player.
I think it's Brittany Griner or something like that.
Yeah,
Well, what did she do?
she's been transferred to a really bad prison, and they won't say where. She was sentenced to 9 years of hard labor in prison because she had some. What do you call it, Dominic? The oil, some of the oil, whatever,
Oh,
CBD oil.
CBD oil.
really?
And they caught her
Yeah, I
at
think
the
that was it.
airport when she was there.
Wow.
But wait, what was she doing? What was she doing with the CBD oil?
It was for her own use.
Yeah, but you should check that stuff before you go if you can take it or not.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've got to have the appropriate paperwork for it.
Especially
you
going
can't-
to a place like
you can't
Russia.
just-
Really?
Well, you just
Well,
can't
my
bring
question
CBD.
is, why the hell would she want to go to Russia to begin with?
Well, they evidently they were paying her a lot of money to go play basketball there.
What was she?
And they
Like,
couldn't
are you
overlook
not?
some
Are you not
CBD
allowed
oil.
to? Are you not allowed to bring CBD oil with you to the airport or something?
Not in Russia.
Oh,
Well, it's not that,
Russia,
it's-
you're not allowed to do much of anything without approval.
Well, what's
not
funny
even
is-
not even pick your nose.
No,
it's communist
you'll get in
country
trouble
for a
for that
reason.
one too.
Well, the thing is you think that if they wanted her to come over there and play basketball professionally, and probably what they were trying to do is make their team better, you think they would have overlooked that shit.
No,
mean,
no, but there's a difference. There's a difference between their sports and their government. The government really cracks down.
I don't know. I would have never went to Russia. That's like getting offered to go to North Korea.
Oh, yeah, no. But there's people that want to go to North Korea, go to Russia, go to all those places.
Oh, you can go to North Korea. That's where that one dude. Remember the one dude that got in trouble for stealing the painting of Kim Jong Un, and he got thrown into jail. And then when he got transferred back to the U.S., he ended up dying right after.
Yep.
So they messed him up so bad in the prison.
Yeah, and it wasn't anything special. It was just a picture of the Almighty on the wall of his hotel, and he thought it'd be a nice souvenir. And he went and took it, and they caught him on video, and they sentenced him to I don't know how long in prison.
Yeah, but then Trump ended up negotiating him out of prison, but at that time it was too late.
Too late, yeah.
He was too far gone because he wasn't getting the proper medical treatment. If he would have got home maybe a few months earlier, he would have been okay, but he was just beaten too bad and torn up too bad, and they weren't taking care of him.
When you leave your country, you're taking your life in your own hands.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Well, the average person on the street, TJ, is like you. They don't understand the ramifications. I mean, even Dominic will tell you there's some places you don't travel even in Europe.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, Europe would be a very interesting place to go to.
Eastern
There's
Europe.
there's probably Eastern Europe. Eastern Europe you wouldn't go to.
Yeah.
Yeah, you Latvia, you Lithuania, and Estonia. You'd be very careful to steer clear of parts of Poland, Germany, especially the anything that borders the Ukraine. Anything that borders Ukraine, and anything that borders that northern part of
Right.
northern part or the eastern part of Europe.
Far eastern portion of Poland along the border, you don't want to go either.
Yeah. That's what I was alluding to as well.
Man,
Well,
I don't
Dominic, what's the deal with Queensland? I hear if you land there, you can't mention the fact that you know Tim Jackson.
Yeah. The only way to get into Queensland is say, I know Matt, and
Yeah,
you
you know
become a
Matt.
VIP up there. Yeah.
No, I feel like if you
They'll treat you like royalty when you get up there.
Yeah.
No, I feel
It
like
opens many doors. It gives you the key to the mayor's residence. You get the gold key, and you become a VIP, and they'll drive you around in the premier's car.
Yeah, I feel like that'd be 10 years of hard labor if I mentioned Matt.
I don't even think I'd even want to go to Russia or Germany because there's too many germs there.
Really?
Here we go.
There we go.
In
TJ,
with the racism.
TJ's got the humor thing going.
In the news, they're talking about everybody going over to Dubai for the Olympics or whatever's going on. And
Yeah.
they're everybody, you better be aware of their customs before you go over there.
Yeah.
You're not even allowed to kiss each other in public over there.
No.
Yeah, you can't do
Oh,
that.
that's
No.
retarded.
You can't hold hands or anything. Nope.
No. But as I said, Russia would not be a place I'd want to go to.
That's crazy.
Well, most of
Yeah.
the Muslim countries you want to stay away from because the Muslims are dying to get away from them.
Yeah. Yeah,
Well,
you've got other things. Now there are some strange European customs as well.
Yeah.
Having European heritage in my blood, yeah. Yeah, just when you go to Germany, don't mention the war.
Yeah. Mark's right. Russia is in Europe, but we're talking about the Soviet Union.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
There
technically
festivals
speaking,
anywhere
Russia
are
is
pretty
Europe,
great,
but
actually.
at the same time, Russia is Russia.
I mean, you can go to
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll go there too.
Yeah.
We go to what's that one country over there where they do the clogging?
You mean the Netherlands?
Yeah, the Netherlands, I think they do have pretty good beer festivals there.
Germany is the beer
Germany
festival.
is the number one.
Yeah, okay. That's where they do. That's where they do all the.
Oktoberfest.
Yeah, that's where they do all the clogging.
Well, what's
Clogging is
Dominic? I heard on the news today that the U.S. has put Turkey on the guarded list for travel because of things going on in Turkey.
yeah. You don't want to. If you ever see the movie Midnight Express, you'll never want to go to Turkey.
Well, that's because Turkey is a fucking half-ass NATO partner. That's why.
Yeah,
They've
yeah.
been
If you get stuck on one side of the Bosphorus, you're gonna have issues because part of it is technically speaking Asia, and the other part of it is Europe. Yeah, it's a pretty strange place to go to. The only good thing about Turkey is their food. Turkish food is beautiful. It is delicious.
Oh wow!
you owe me
What-
$1.
What do they got there? Like steaks and turkey burgers and what?
No, they don't have any turkey in bird.
Turkey is not a burger. There's no such thing as turkey bacon.
Turkey bacon.
Yeah.
That's the real
Don't
Nazi.
get me started
I
on
think I've
the
actually
fake
seen that
vegan,
before. It's like
vegan bacon. Don't get me started on that.
Yeah.
Turkey bacon is the real Nazi.
I think I've actually seen
Yeah.
that in stores like turkey burgers and turkey bacon. Like what is
You know, I think it would be fun to take TJ to some of these ethnic restaurants, like go to where they have Indian food and watch him try and figure out. Well, I just like a burger. What? You gotta get fries with that? What?
Gonna get fries with that.
Well, see, that's like when Matt and them when Dennis was over there, they went and ate at a burger place and stuff. I'm like, well, why don't you take them to a restaurant where there's authentic Australian food? Like, he could have a burger anytime here.
Cheap Australian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Is-
if I came over there,
Yeah,
I'd want you to
yeah,
take me
Mark.
to try you and all that.
Is Dennis still over there or
Mark's
did he
talking
leave?
about a
Hey,
kebab.
Tank, how you doing?
You
Doing
need to
good.
get yourself a
Hey,
kebab, TJ. Hey, Frank.
Hey guys.
Howdy.
Frank,
Well,
what's up?
hey,
Oh,
Dominic,
hey.
did the chain over there in Australia go catch on? They called it Hoppers.
Never heard of that one.
Hoppers, yeah.
Hey Frank, did you ever get that drone off of did that drone ever get delivered to you? That one that you ordered off of
Yeah.
oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Oh wow, my background. Turn off
Hey.
the background. Hold on.
Oh, it's blurry, but I can't see it.
Yeah,
Gotta
if the
focus.
background effect is on.
Oh,
There you go.
there it is. Open the little flap thing. Let's see the drone inside.
Yeah, problem
Relax, TJ.
is-
Got your magnifying glasses on?
I'm trying to get rid of this stupid background thing here. Hold on. Okay.
Oh, it's clear
Okay.
now.
Have
So-
you
Yeah,
flown
I got
it,
it.
Frank?
Yes, I just flown it a couple minutes ago. Me and my son.
Oh,
How did-
Oh, that
How
is
did it do?
cool.
It flown very good. I really enjoyed it. It flown very well. We're in the house actually and flying it in the house, and it controlled very good. The only thing I don't like, they say it's a 4K camera, but I videotaped. I don't know. I didn't play with the settings yet or anything, but I don't like the quality of the video. Which
I think that a
So
lot of
you,
these cheaper drones, they lie about the specs.
so it is. They say 4K, but it's 25 frames per second for the video.
So what, Frank? How much did you pay for that?
I think it was like $50.
Yeah.
Well, how is the stabilization on it?
Oh, it was very stable in the house. Like there was no problem. I haven't tried it outside.
No, I mean on the camera part.
Oh, on the camera part, it's it was okay, but I'm inside, so I don't know if it needs a lot of light for some odd reason. So it wasn't that good. I can actually play the video and show you.
Yeah, I can see because I just want to see how shaky the video was. Like if it had real good
The
stabilization.
stability of the imaging, yeah.
Well, it looks like
Well,
almost like a mini.
That looks pretty cool though.
So once it's open, it's pretty big. Let's see how many inches with the prop all the way out. You're looking at about 7, almost 8 inches.
Because it almost looks like a DJI gimbal, kind of.
Yeah, yeah.
It's an actual real 3-axis gimbal.
That's my drifter I just finished.
Oh, there you
Oh,
go.
nice.
So let me open up the video.
So what's the name of the app? Like, what's the name of the app that you download so you could fly it?
It's a pretty cheap app. I can open it up and actually show you. Wi-Fi something. Let me open up this one.
So that was inside.
Yeah.
You definitely see that it's got a small.
Yeah, my son was flying and he was having issues. That was me being more patient. So
Wow, it's actually a little bit more stable than I thought it was going to be. Camera's not too bad. I think that's at
it
most.
is using the Wi-Fi and recording to the phone. So it doesn't
I'm thinking
record
that's
directly onto
It
the.
it does not have an SD card on board?
No.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm thinking 2-axis gimbal because it's very stable going forward and
I
backwards.
just switched to under camera or camera that below. So it's looking down right now. And then I'll switch back to the front camera.
Yeah,
So
how
while you're
many-
flying,
How many batteries does it come with?
3.
3?
So I'm turning around. Now I'm going to fly towards me.
Now you see how stable it is when you're going forward, but the minute you yaw it, that's why I'm thinking it's a 2-axis gimbal.
There is no gimbal at all on this.
it's,
Oh, it
it's
doesn't have any axis on the gimbal?
no
No
3-axis
axis on the
gimbal.
You point it where you want it and you leave it. I'll show you. So the camera is just, you point it where you want it and then you leave it.
Okay. Oh, it kind of looked like it at first, but yeah, you're
And
right.
this is the other camera underneath it. So there's 2 cameras
Oh, huh.
and you just switch from one camera to the other. And to move the camera, you just point it where you want it.
Now it has there's a little wheel. Is there a little wheel on the controller that you can move up and down?
No,
No,
No.
no.
this is not motorized.
See, his finger. You move it up and down with his finger.
Now, wouldn't that be cool if DJI actually put some thought into a drone that size?
There is another one a little higher than model than this one that had a gimbal on it and you can actually control it. But I wanted this one because it was like $50.
Yeah, I think the other one's like
Because-
89 or 125 or something.
Yeah, something like that.
That's kind of ridiculous though, because if you're flying that thing outside and you want to, you can't point the camera down.
You got to set up your shot before whatever you want to set up. Go up and then shoot it and come back down and point
Yeah,
it
but-
somewhere else if you want.
TJ, you're not going to be doing no crazy extensive videos with that thing anyway. It's more just
No.
for fun.
Yeah.
So the app for
Yeah,
this,
you should be going over and diving a few towers with that, TJ.
it's called Wi-Fi Cam. So if you can,
Wi-Fi
anybody can
cam.
get this is Wi-Fi _ cam. You connect to the drone.
And so you just put your phone inside that little holder thing.
That's correct.
Oh.
Then when you're connected Wi-Fi to the drone, you connect first to the phone with your phone to the thing, and then you receive all the info from here. So this is how I switch.
Does
from
it
one
have
camera
any
to the other.
telemetry with it, Frank?
I didn't notice when it was up there. I don't know. Oh, there's my audio thing.
So when you ordered it, how long did it take for it to get to your house?
2 weeks probably.
Oh,
Hey, Dominic, what Tim just said is even funnier, right? Dennis comes over to Australia and they go to a Japanese restaurant.
Yeah, I saw that.
It's
What is headless mode? What's headless? Headless mode.
Headless? I don't know, in case you're running into your.
what are the buttons on either side? Like what is that for?
Well, this one is for headless mode, so you can run headless. What is that
Okay.
mode when you run a drone headless?
Well, it doesn't matter which way the drone's going, as long as the forward and backwards and sideways will always be when you're looking at the drone.
Pointed in the same direction, right?
Yeah, it's just headless mode. All that means doesn't matter if the drone's facing you. If it's in that mode there, you push forward, it'll go away from you, and you pull back, it'll come back towards you, even though it's in the drone's facing you or sideways. It doesn't matter. Whatever, when you're looking at it, it's what they call headless mode. It comes back and forth to you. Doesn't matter on the control.
So
Doesn't-
it maintains the orientation that it's in.
Yeah.
This button to take a picture. It controls the app on your phone. This to
And
take
then
a video.
obviously,
It controls the app.
obviously that one's the power button, the one in the middle there.
That is correct. This is auto land or auto return.
Okay,
Yeah.
obviously.
Get the key to return. These are the trim, up, down, and this is the auto takeoff and auto land.
Oh, okay.
There is a button here to do a forward flip. So if you hit this button and hit forward, it's going to do a forward flip. If you hit it back, it's going to do a back flip.
Oh,
While holding the button, if you go side, it's going to do a side flip, and again, side flip this way.
unlimited vertical. It's a 5 mile range.
And this is for high and low speed. So if you put it, you can have it in 30% mode or 100% mode for the speed.
it looks like Chinese writing all over there.
Oh, there is. And then there's 2 batteries on that side, 2 batteries on that side. And then
Oh,
you
for
store
the-
you store it in there. The remote is kind of big, but hey, it's a storage for and it came with a foam case.
Oh, that's pretty cool though. It's got the little prop guard. It's got little prop guards on there.
Yeah, you got prop guard. I did not install. I should have installed it when I flew it in the house. My dog tried to bite it.
So,
He kind of backed off real quick.
oh.
But yeah, that's the reason I wanted to join you guys today, to actually tell you, hey, I finally tried it.
Yeah, because I've actually been thinking about that. I was like, man, I wonder if Frank ever got his drone yet.
Oh, I got it a long time ago. It's just I've been too busy not to try it or whatever.
Yeah.
And oh yeah, I did get an email from an Amazon person. If you guys are interested in getting an Amazon drone, they will send you the money for it before you buy it, and then you got to give them a review. Keep in mind, it is a toy. It's $89 for the drone. They do pay you in advance on PayPal. You order the drone. Once you receive the drone, you give them a review of what you thought. It was a pretty good drone. It was a pretty good. I tried it.
Is it any drone that you order off of Amazon? Like,
No, it's their
specific.
drone. You have to do a review of their drone.
That's 65 unlimited. Thank you.
Hey, the 65 club.
If anybody's interested, give me your email and I'll give them your email. So it's the tankrc@gmail. Send me an email and
Hang on.
I had somebody want me to do a review too. I think it's through Amazon or somebody. I'm like, no, I don't want to get into
so
that. crap.
Amazon will just send you could it be like a DJI drone?
no.
It's only that
This is-
drone.
This
How's
is their own little drone. I can show you real quick.
Frank, do you have to return it then?
No, you don't have to return it. You keep it after.
Really?
It's a toy. It's toy drones.
Now, toy
It is kind of a toy drone, but it's pretty well made. It's got a weird name on it.
I'd be into that.
There you go.
Yeah, you get a free drone, so what the hey?
Yeah.
The Great White Hunter, he could do that.
So when you get a chance, send me an email. It's the Tank RC all in one word at gmail.com.
Yeah.
Tell me you're interested, and I'll send them your email.
Let
and
me
your
see
name,
if,
and they'll contact you.
Yeah, it's a really good drone. It took off, went that way, never seen it again.
No, it's pretty good. My son really likes it. He tried both drones, and he really liked the other one. The other one also has a thing you can put your phone to it and actually record.
Right.
So it's almost the same as this, but it doesn't fold.
That seems pretty cool, though.
Wait, I'll call my son to see if he can bring it to me.
Oh, the one that Amazon.
Yeah, let me go.
TJ says, "Can I have that?"
Can I have that? Oh, can
Donne-moi
I?
l'autre drone. Le drone, tu l'as amené à l'école?
Amené à l'école.
Oui, à la Where's the flip? So this is a drone from Lulin.
Oh, huh.
Hey,
Like a
Frank.
little FPV drone there.
Yeah.
Hey,
Does
Frank.
it,
Yes.
Frank, does it do flips and everything too?
I believe it does. I can't remember. Let's see.
Frank, I just sent you my email.
Okay. And this one also comes with 3 batteries. 1 key takeoff. I can't remember if it does.
So they pay the shipping to send it to you and everything, and then pay
Well,
you.
it's Amazon is free shipping unless you don't have Prime. Then
It looks like the little green holystone that I had.
the camera is fixed.
Okay, mine didn't have a camera, but it's a little bit bigger than the one I had.
Batteries goes in the back. Yeah, I got this. Ron Lockwood. I just got your email.
Yep.
Frank, what's your email? The tank at the tank.
The Tank RC at gmail.com. I guess it does not do flips. This is for the app. Then you get a bunch of other stuff, spare props, 3 batteries. Anyways, it's not a bad drone, and their email does go in the garbage because this might be a scam, but they're good. They actually send you the money before you do the review. And some other company I've dealt with in the past say, no, you buy it first, do the review, then I'll pay you. They don't. They
Yeah,
give you the
because
money
they
right
want
away,
you.
and
Yeah, because they won't pay you unless you do a good review.
yeah. But
And so it's a way of them boosting their product.
you got to keep in mind that this is a drone for a 14-year-old. It's not a drone for an adult. It's not made for cinema. So you got to write a review for that is meant for that type of drone.
What, Frank, what do you mean exactly? Write a review? They want you to do like a YouTube review?
No. He's just on
paper.
If you have an Amazon account.
Yes.
After you've purchased stuff, you can, if you want, write a review on a product.
Yeah.
Oh, so you
Okay.
don't have to do a YouTube review for that?
No, you do not have to do a YouTube review. You just have to
Oh.
write on it. I received this drone, like what I wrote on it. This drone worked perfectly out of the box. I put the battery in it. I didn't have to bind anything. Anything worked. My son loved it. It's a great gift, and I had no issues with it. Everything's fine. So
So you just write him a little letter and send it off in the mail to him?
no, you got to write
No,
it
online.
Online on
oh,
Amazon.
Yeah, on an online review. Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
TJ, it's
You,
not.
you
we
basically
do
have
those
to have
things.
a Amazon.
We do it that
account.
way these days.
Oh, I don't. Oh, I think I actually, yeah, I have an Amazon account. Yeah.
But do you have an Amazon Prime account?
You
I
don't
don't
need
have
an
an-
Amazon Prime as
Oh,
long as
you
you have
don't?
an Amazon account.
Okay.
Prime will only get you free shipping.
I don't have Prime. I just have regular Amazon.
Yeah.
What do you got? Like remote controlled school buses back there?
You don't have.
Oh, I got hold on. I got about 60 or 70 remote control cars here. So
Damn. I bet Hodges would like that school bus one.
Hold on, TJ. You're telling me this whole time you've been buying things off Amazon without Prime?
Yeah, because like I just have. Oh,
You know
shit.
you get free Prime Video and all that through that with that
When you
subscription.
buy Prime, yep.
No,
This
you
is-
get
this
all
is-
the. You get
This
their
is
video.
the Amazon. This is the
Yes.
Amazon.
yes, that's the Amazon app.
Yeah.
That's the app, but there's an Amazon Prime. You pay for that once a year.
It's
And then-
$100 Canadian per year. I don't know how much it is US.
14
Yeah,
a month.
I just have
Is
regular.
that what it is? I think it's, yeah.
Just
Okay.
regular Amazon.
But you also get their Prime Video. You get all the access to the Prime Video app.
Prime and Amazon Music also.
Yeah, it all comes in one lump thing.
Yep.
Shit, half the companies, TJ, you're probably signed up for probably offer free Prime membership. You know how many like the cable companies, all of them usually have those deals. Like if you're signed up with them, you can get free Prime membership through them. They'll pay for it every month. Metro
Oh,
pays.
through our
Yeah.
through our internet and cable and stuff.
Yeah,
Sometimes they have deals if you call them and ask them.
yeah.
Like when I signed up with Metro a month ago, they give me free Prime for as long as I'm with them. I don't have to pay that $14 a month. It's free.
Wayne B, it's the tankrc@gmail.com.
And then I think if you're on government assistance, you get it for like $6 a month.
Howdy, folks.
Hey, what's up, David?
David and Sparky.
Do you want to tell them the news?
David, Sparky, Thing if she's there.
Oh, she's in the other room.
Shoots there.
Well-
Usually working back there behind David.
Yeah. We're going to view another flat next week, which is a lot bigger than the one we saw yesterday.
Uh-huh.
But then again, a matchbox will be bigger than the one we saw yesterday.
Yeah.
And this one comes with a garden.
Oh, that's cool. So you can like grow all kind of shit in a garden.
Private garden.
Well, I know you don't want to, David, but just take what you guys can get if you don't have much of a choice. So at
The
least
one
you
we
guys
saw
know.
yesterday, 2 people could not live in it. One of us would be leaving via the window, and it wouldn't be me.
Oh, Wayne, he lives in Canada.
Yeah, Frank, what town are you near? Hamilton or
Ottawa.
Ottawa?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Because that's what Wayne says. Like, oh, right, Ottawa.
Oh, pretty good there down Diane's right now.
Oh, lucky.
It's coming down.
Oh, I just,
It's okay. I put on my winter tires today.
oh yeah, the wind, it's really starting to snow here now too. Wow.
I haven't taken my truck out of 4-wheel drive in 3 days.
We're supposed to get 6 to 8 inches, I think, tonight.
All right, guys, I'm gonna go eat supper, and I'll talk to you guys later.
Hey, Frank, thanks for coming in,
We'll
buddy.
see ya.
Yeah,
Thanks for
Thank you
showing
for
us your
doing
cool
that, Frank.
drone.
Yeah. You're always welcome,
Bye-bye.
Frank, anytime.
Catch you later, Frank.
Thank you, Frank.
Are you 3D printing, David?
I am, yeah.
What are you 3D printing?
Salami.
A set of handcuffs for Laura.
Salami. Salami. That's funny. Salami.
Oh, I'm in trouble, Paul.
What's that?
Last one.
Oh, the
Uh-oh.
last fudgesicle.
He's got to go to Tim Hortons and get some more.
Now I need you to go to the store.
That was Laura.
Laura.
That was pretty good. That was pretty good, actually.
Don't encourage her.
No, David says, don't encourage her, TJ.
No, TJ needs to not encourage her and stop watching her shorts. Oh, Matt tried to get me last night with one of Laura's shorts. Nope.
Yeah, I was actually watching one today. I was like, oh gosh, what is she singing this time?
Hey, Dominic, he's unstable. Didn't know he was.
Not trusting Matt no more.
Yeah, where did Dominic go?
Well, he's got a problem with the internet.
Oh, third world internet.
Matt told me he was going to say.
Breeze was too strong for his hair.
What's up, Kelly? Kelly.
Paul, did you Murray, did you go on late last night?
Yes.
Yeah, he couldn't sleep and he was bored and there was nothing on TV.
There was nothing
Boredom.
on TV. I was bored and there wasn't anybody on YouTube. So I said, what the hell? And we went till 11 o'clock.
Wow.
Yeah, Ron, I got the notification and I thought I was fucking high or something. I thought
Yeah,
it took
yeah, he comes on in the chat and he says, what the hell's going on?
But Paul used to do that all the time, though.
Yeah, and Lynn was on.
So,
Oh,
that
wow.
was pretty cool. Though.
Lynn was on the panel.
That was pretty cool. That was pretty awesome.
See, this is what happens when you sleep UK time.
Yeah, Lynn was on the panel, and because she came on the panel right away as soon as I started up, says, "Are you okay? Is everything all right?"
Does that mean we could have got Matt and the bird?
Yeah,
Oh shoot, that one night you went late live. We set up till what, like almost midnight watching the Martini Bar.
yeah, watching the Martini Bar. Yeah,
Oh, how'd that place ever make out? Is it back in business?
Yeah, it's back. Yeah, it's back up and running. It was pretty crazy like a few days ago. Like that, it was literally like the road was literally like covered with water and
and
They
people were
actually
walking down the sidewalk
put it-
almost up to their waist in water.
they put a table in front of their little awning where those red ropes are. They put a table in there thinking that the water would stop it, but they
Yeah, I saw that dumbass do that.
Yeah, that was
How
pretty
he was.
that was pretty funny.
Hmm.
Twice that
But,
time.
And then
Did the
then
water ever
we
get
were-
inside? I wonder.
We were watching it one day for like a few minutes, and not like a few minutes later, a guy in a kayak came like strolling by, and his
Right down the street in a kayak. Yeah,
Did he really?
yeah.
It never
That
made
was pretty funny.
out of the stairs, Ron. It made it up to the fourth stair.
Really?
So,
But didn't get inside?
well, the thing is,
No,
you
you
don't.
didn't like that screwy bit.
I'm going to say that's not meant to happen.
Well, it depends too on what those walls were made out of. Because if they
Oh,
were
I'm
simple,
sure those walls seep
Yeah, like
water.
everything over here, like all of that was covered with water, like even on the inside. And this table that these old folks are sitting at right here, this is the table that they used to block off that little area.
Put it
like,
sideways. Yep.
Yeah, they turned it sideways.
Those walls gotta be full of so much mold.
I bet they are. I bet
when
they
it
are.
was
Anybody have the email address for the Martini Bar? I really want to tell them it's not freaking Christmas yet.
I know, right? Exactly.
Put
Exactly.
back in a month.
Kelly Taylor's in the chat.
Hey, Kelly.
I'm wondering if it was damaged when it was damaged last time. If they redid the walls in cinder block.
I don't know.
That may have held the water. That's may have what held the water back.
Well, here's one for you. All weather forecasters completely and utterly botched it up. They predicted a very dry couple of days.
Oh, it's only great.
Somebody needs to tell the people of Sussex it ain't dry out there.
They're looking at the camera.
They got flooded. Yeah, so we got flooding here in the UK because the Met Office didn't pick up the rain was coming.
All right, guys. Well, I think I'm gonna get off here. I got some meat sitting up there. I think we were trying to make chili.
Salami.
There you go.
Salami.
Hey, you don't let your meat lay too long.
I know. Otherwise, it might get moldy.
Laugh at neither, TJ.
All right. We'll see you guys later.
Okay, all right.
See you later.
Good, TJ. Oh, man.
Did you lose it? Where'd the other one go? Where's the new one? Oh, okay. There. Oh, boy, that didn't take long. Paul,
Yeah.
huh? Got the squeaker out already.
Where's the TV?
Oh, really?
Brand new toy, not even 3/4 an hour ago. The fucking squeaker's out.
There you go, guys. You're all safe. I've not got COVID.
Oh,
Justin's got a TV there.
No, that was the one that they switched out in my room.
Oh, they switched it out in your room. Okay.
But
Yeah,
you suitcase.
I put the thing on the door that I wanted my room cleaned, and they gave me a new.
I want to say I love your puppy.
Oh, such a good dog.
She comes up and visits me every time I'm here. Yeah, I'm just afraid. I try to make sure she goes home.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll brought her back like she's on the highway.
Yeah, she's such a love, though.
I love her.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Okay, have a good night.
Ron's chatting up the locals there. I love your puppy.
Is yours stereo turned
oh,
on?
I was sitting there listening to that going, don't say the other word. Yeah, I really like you.
I like your.
Ron,
We
was
are 40 minutes away by train from London. So about
Ron,
30
she could hear our conversation, could she?
No,
Okay,
I
good.
turned
Is
you guys
that what we're calling it now?
no. This house that I'm parked beside. Every time I come up there, their dog comes up. He looks part shepherd and part collie, but just friendly as can be. And he tries to get in my truck with me. And good dog. I just don't want to see him get hit. I got one more walk in the woods tonight. 5 o'clock when it's dark. I got to go in and get my hunter out.
Oh,
So Justin, have you put the TV in your suitcase yet?
What's that, David?
Trying to work that out. Is that?
how long before
Oh,
dark?
yeah, you can.
Ron, how long before dark?
About 40 minutes.
Oh,
Yeah.
That was a
I
big.
mean, I kept the guy. We hunted by 4-wheeler all day, but there's one field up here that the deer come in. There's some winter wheat in there, and they come up to feed there at night. And we have a permanent box, wooden box blind set up there. So he's pretty secure. We have those little buddy heaters in there.
oh yeah.
Yeah, so I got one of those little buddy heaters in there for him, and he's fine. He's content. The thing is, if he shoots one right at last light, oh my God, that's going to be so freaking cold getting that thing out of there.
Yeah. You know, say unless you hear a shot between now and 40 minutes.
Hey, David, this is for you.
What? What am I looking at here?
My front of my house.
Look, even Sparky's disgusted with that. You tell him, Sparky.
Are you doing Christmas decorations already, Paul?
Oh yeah, I've had them up for a week.
But he
God,
won't
let the goddamn turkey have its moment, would you?
Let me go out the other side of the house. Let's go over here.
I don't know if anybody's noticed, but there's a lot of turkeys walking around with tissues in their beaks.
There's
I got bird flu. You can't eat me. Achoo, achoo, achoo.
there's Christmas lights, and there's Christmas lights over there.
But yet you won't put your minion up.
Paul, there's a joke on the internet for people like you.
Why is that glowing?
This big ass turkey, and he has a hold of Santa Claus, and the caption says, "Listen, fat man, said it's not your turn yet."
Oh, well, what the hell, you know?
Yeah, I
And
don't
it-
even decorate Paul anymore.
And there's my living room. That tree's been up for a year.
Wow.
Well, people don't even celebrate Thanksgiving like they do Christmas. You don't see people putting out decorations and all that.
No.
They might put a little bit, they might do a little bit of harvest type decorations in their like dining room or something, but that's about it. For some reason, Halloween and Christmas get all the decorations, but Thanksgiving doesn't really have nothing.
Gonna try and print with this thing, Justin. Laura, what are you doing? God.
There's another view for you right there.
Like I said, I understand if you're going to go all out on Christmas decorations, why you would do them a month in advance. I would hate to do all that work for just a week or two. And some people enjoy driving around looking at the Christmas decorations. That's a big thing.
Usually, I haven't been able to get myself up on the big ladder here and put the big wreath up there.
Oh. Yeah, Justin. I'm going to use this filament. Luminous green.
Ooh. What are you making with that?
I ain't got a clue yet.
You haven't figured it out yet?
Maybe an illuminous Mr. Grinch.
There you go.
That is it. Now I'm going to see if I can find a 3D print of the Grinch.
You still have a bunch of shit to pack up, or you guys pretty much packed up?
Yeah, we pretty much packed everything up, but we got it all back out again. As you do.
You guys packed it all up and then needed stuff and ended up digging back through it.
That's the one.
Uncle
Hey,
Bill.
Justin,
Yeah.
is Sarah still looking into Wawa soft pretzels for me?
Honestly, I don't know. I haven't been home, so
Oh, that's right.
I'll have to ask her. I'm sure she'll call me here in a little bit. She usually calls me right before I go to
You
bed.
can't get them on Amazon?
It's the Wawa soft pretzels, though. I don't know. You might be able to.
Ron, have you tried checking to see if they have a website that they sell that stuff on?
Philly soft pretzels? I don't
It
know.
wouldn't surprise me though if Wawa doesn't have their own website. If somebody's on a computer, see if you can find it. See if you
I'm
can
gonna
find
look
the
right now.
Because I mean, their food's pretty popular with a lot of people, so it wouldn't surprise me if you couldn't buy that
When
stuff.
my one hunter that came here 2 weeks ago, my good friend Les brought me a Wawa meatball hoagie. He brought it from Pennsylvania.
Right.
I'm not sure if I've ever been in a Wawa my entire life.
Really, Bill? You have Wawas all over.
I know.
They're actually really nice gas stations.
Okay.
Very clean.
I don't typically eat at gas stations either.
Yeah, but that's not like 7-Eleven type food. It's like they actually have a grill and like a little
Yeah.
mini restaurant.
I know it's a small store.
Ugh.
There's the Wawa way catering.
Ugh.
One
I don't
dozen
know where
Wawa pretzels.
Yeah, and some.
You can get them on
$13.99.
Amazon or from the Wawa website.
This is from Wawa.
Really?
Yep.
Well, I'll be damned.
Welcome to the Wawa Large Event Catering. Our services are available in the greater Philadelphia area, and we are specializing in providing catering.
Yeah, but that's catering. No, can you actually buy it and have it sent to you?
I think so. Let me check.
No, Price Chopper. I was Price Chopper when I lived in Pennsylvania. Didn't
Price
need no
Chopper?
steak. Price Chopper. Yep. I think that's
Never heard
what it
of
was.
that.
Yeah.
You talking about the grocery store?
Yeah.
Yeah, they have those in Kansas too.
Yeah. Pretty big chain. Publix down here. Publix puts out some pretty good food, actually.
The one thing though too about Price Chopper was, there's a lot of their grocery stores were actually franchises. There was a family in Kansas that owned a bunch of them. They were called, it was the McKinsey Price Choppers. And they were like really, really nice, but they were franchise stores.
Right.
You don't really ever see that with grocery stores.
I went to use ShopRite when I was in Jersey. They got Wawas in Jersey too.
I think they're based out of New York, Wawa, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't know. ShopRite #1 was right in Hasbrook Heights, New Jersey. That's a good sized chain in the New Jersey, New York area. And Food Town and IGA.
I remember IGA in North Carolina.
Yeah, well, that's a loosely Independent Grocers Association. That's what that stands for.
I think they bought out Piggly Wigglies, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, I remember the Piggly Wigglies in Florida. And the Winn-Dixies.
Yeah, they still have Winn-Dixies. I think IGA bought out Piggly Wigglies, but I could be wrong.
I don't know. I don't know that IGA is actually a chain. I think it's a loose confederation of stores. You know, that has the ability to buy IGA branded products and whatever.
Yeah, I'm
I
not
don't
sure.
know.
Because I know Piggly Wiggly got bought out a few years back, I think, but I don't remember who it was that bought them.
Just remembered another one, Grand Union. Grand Union. See, it's going back a ways.
The one I remember in California was Thrifties. And they had they were well known for their ice cream. They had like these big ice cream, like parlors inside of them. They give you these big old cylinder scoops. They were like a cylinder.
How about A&P? You ever hear of that?
What is it?
A&P.
No, I've never heard of that one.
Oh, they're pretty big.
They were a big chain, yeah.
Oh yeah, Atlantic and Pacific. There was they had the Ann Page products in them. AP. Yep.
Yeah, because I think was it who's it? Kroger's? Is that the one that owns a bunch of the chains?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Kroger's. They're big.
Yeah, they own like 20 different chains of grocery stores around the country.
I like Publix. You know, they're not the cheapest, but they keep their stores clean, nice, well stocked. Food's good. So,
Mr. Murray,
Yeah,
that's the only Christmas scene I want to see. Snow.
let it snow, let it snow, let it.
Oh, yeah.
Anyone in the UK in the chat? Look what I found today. Did you see it? It's a half pence. Half a pence. Half a penny.
Somebody cut it in half or what?
No, they went out of circulation in the 80s, I think,
Oh,
and I found it today. Don't know who
You
tried
know
to spend it.
You know what I noticed, Bill, though, is some of the Publix around here are starting to look like the Walmarts with the self-checkouts now. I was in one the other day that only had 4 regular registers left and all the rest were self-checkouts.
Those checkouts are doing my head in.
Hey, Justin,
Yeah.
I'm just curious, when they send you on the road like this, like, do you have a bunch of equipment in your vehicle you have to secure in the hotel, or?
It's in my vehicle. I don't bring all that shit in here.
Oh,
Dude, I'd have to make like 3 trips up here to haul all that stuff in there.
really?
Yeah, I got all kinds of machines in there, but I actually parked right outside so I can actually see my truck. It's right
they're
under.
probably more than likely in the middle of the night to steal the truck with everything.
Yeah. That's it, get you half a pence. Technically, last year, a pound was a pound. This year, it's half a pence.
They can drive us to a lake for all I care. Maybe I'll get a new truck.
Well, I thought it was very trusting of Justin to leave the keys in the truck.
No, I do have to go around though and double check my truck because it's all like I have a 2016 Jeep Patriot, all manual, the windows, the door locks. So I go around and I check every door when I get out. I get out of the driver's side and I lock the driver's side door. I walk around and I check every single door in the hatch.
To make sure they can be unlocked easy.
Well, no, to make sure they're locked, because the thing is, I don't have automatic door lock, so I could walk off and one of the doors would be left unlocked and I wouldn't know. Like, there's no, like, even if I turn the key in the door and lock the driver's side door, it doesn't lock all the doors in the truck.
Really?
Like I said, everything's manual in that truck. It's a work truck. Most companies, when they order trucks like that for work, they usually get the most basic models.
Can I ask you a question? You know, when you turn the key in the ignition, does the floor open so you can run?
I wish it would sometimes, because that piece of shit
Windstorm
sits
style.
down on me every 2 weeks. We're supposed to be getting those new Ford Mavericks. I hope to God one day I can get one.
Those are like a pickup, right, Justin?
Yeah, and they're super cheap. They're 20 grand starting off for a hybrid.
Yeah, but they're only 2-wheel drive, right?
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
2-wheel drive and it's a solid body. It's not like the
Unibody,
yeah, the bed and everything's all one solid body.
unibody it's called, like the Honda, like
But,
the Ridgeline.
Right. Honestly, if you just needed a little pickup truck not to do nothing crazy, for 20 grand, really, you can't beat that.
No.
Actually, the numbers aren't bad on it as far as, well, you know, you can spend a little more and you can get the one with the stronger motor in it. And you can
Right.
actually allegedly pull 4,000 pounds with that.
Do they come in a 4-wheel drive?
Not the hybrid, the other one you can get.
Yeah, the hybrid one is like the basic model. The first year didn't even have freaking cruise control. The first year they made them. So some of the ones that we've received now so far don't even have cruise control, which kind of pissed a lot of guys off because with our driving scores, you know, cruise control is your best friend when you're on the highway. Keeps you from speeding and stuff because you're only allowed to go 5 miles over the speed limit before the GPS module starts dinging you for your driving score.
Oh, that's right. You're being watched by Big Brother, aren't you?
Yeah, but I've been having issues with my GPS unit, so and the company knows that, so it may have accidentally come unplugged a couple of times.
Accidental.
Yeah. When you hit that speed bump, joke.
Well, the thing is I took it into the dealership a few weeks back, and they broke they have a cable that plugs into the GPS and then into the sensor, but it has another plug, so they don't have to unplug the GPS to plug the computer in there, like a splitter. Well, they fucked it up and ripped the whole thing out, and now it comes out every once in a while. But like I said, it may have accidentally too come unplugged. Well, like I said, the company knows
An unexplained glitch, right?
the company knows that it's messed up, so I don't get in trouble for that. So.
Quite the delay I have there.
Yeah, I think those little hybrid Mavericks that around town get like 39 miles a gallon. That's
Really?
yeah, pretty amazing for a little pickup truck. It's not that tiny either. It's bigger than the Santa Cruz, which is a nice vehicle, and you can't even try to find one of them for less than 30 grand.
Like I said, if you just need something to not really do an extensive crap or anything, and you just need a little pickup to haul some stuff around, fuck, dude, you can't beat that price. It's cheaper than most compact cars are.
Pretty much all of them.
I mean, a basic 4-door car is going to run you 30 grand.
Yep.
Yeah, nothing's cheap anymore.
Lex 24.
Well, like I said, it's a little truck if it's
Our
anybody.
government today have just put the final nail in the electronic car because they've decided from April next year you must have road tax for electric vehicles.
I think they're doing that in Canada too, and in California.
But they've just, by announcing it today, it's just added like hundreds of pounds to people's motoring bills. So why are you gonna get an electric car that's expensive to charge?
Impossible to charge after. Wait till the crowd of electric cars increases to the point where the infrastructure of charging stations can't support them anymore. And that's,
We've actually started building charging stations, like petrol stations.
there's a gas station on all 4 corners of every intersection in the United States practically, and that's barely sufficient. So now you're going to take every vehicle and turn them into electric. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. Then you got to find enough power generation to.
Well, that's the problem.
Power.
You can put charging stations every 15 feet if you want to, but there's no power. You don't have the power.
I know, Bill. 100%, man.
Well,
and then what are you going to do? Use coal to produce electricity?
Right.
Well,
yeah, I know. How green is that?
Well, no,
Exactly.
gas stations could always just transfer over to electric charging stations.
Yeah, and what are they going to do? Run a generator in the back with diesel?
Like you guys were saying, though, there's a lot of Tesla charging stations that people have proven that are running off of fossil fuels.
Well, of course they are.
So, I mean, yeah. I mean, that's what I'm saying. I agree with you guys, but the whole, just like you said, Bill, it wouldn't be hard to put up charging stations. I mean, gas stations could easily transfer over pretty quickly.
Well, yeah, for $300,000-$400,000, a line of pumps. Things aren't cheap.
Nice. No, nothing. I don't know why I came in here. I came into a whole political discussion. It sounds like not the one I think we're all on the same sheet of music, but I just wanted to say hello.
Well, that's not political.
I just want to say, on this occasion,
I mean, I guess it is.
Check for my job.
Yeah.
It's so much for visiting my father a couple of times a month with the range on them. Yeah, and I'm going to come up. I'm going to stay there for an extra 8 hours so I can charge my vehicle while I'm there.
Well, I think the common belief we all have is that we're just not ready for that. We like electric, but we're not ready for it. The world's not ready for it.
The world will never be ready for it.
Well,
maybe someday. I don't know.
Maybe someday after I'm dead and gone, maybe.
Have any of you guys seen or heard of this?
Yeah.
Yeah, those are a big scam.
Well, thanks. I just bought one.
What is it?
The Fuel Saver Pro. It's supposed to just plug into your under the dash.
port.
It's just a box with an LED light in it.
Yeah, congratulations, Paul. You got taken.
I've
You got-
watched about 10 or 15 tech YouTubers tear those things apart. They absolutely do nothing.
But I put a bunch of rare earth magnets around my fuel line.
If it helps, Paul, it will give you a Christmas green light in your car.
That was another one. Somehow align the molecules of the fuel, so it became more efficient.
Yeah, right. Sure. It's awesome. Yeah, Nooney says snake oil. Yes.
The best purchase I've ever made.
I'll tell you a serious problem with electric cars is they are effing fast. Even the chintziest little, the amount of instant torque that you have to four wheels.
100% instant torque.
I'm back.
100% instant torque. It's badass.
Instant torque, right? So you got people are gonna have to learn how to drive again somehow, or I don't know. I mean, there was two teenagers that just killed themselves and two seniors by going 85 miles an hour down the street. Oh, and guess what? It didn't self-correct and not hit the car that didn't see them come flying up on the side. Just happened here 2 weeks ago.
They put one of those Teslas on a dyno machine and it averaged between 900 to 1,100 pounds of torque.
That's badass.
Like, no problem.
It is.
Hey, Nunya, didn't you say that you built an electric bike that goes 70 miles an hour?
And what about the rare earth elements that they're going to be digging up all over the world and polluting the crap out of the planet, to be able to make these batteries?
We're gonna lose our magnetic north.
The thing is too, is if these batteries were reusable and recyclable up to 100%, it'd be a little bit more viable, but you can't even reuse the batteries or even rebuild them.
Having the next thing, disposable cars.
Like I love it. To be able to come up with like a reusable, recyclable battery. That's the problem. If you were able to rebuild a battery like an old alternator or something, it would be a little bit more viable.
No, there's new technologies coming out for alternative batteries that they've been throwing about, but they're, mass production is way off.
All you need is
20 years off.
AA and you'd be good for 15, 20 years.
Yeah.
Give it a couple of years and people will be driving around with metal poles sticking out looking for thunderstorms to get struck.
Yeah. 1.21 gigawatts.
Yeah, there you go. It'll be pedal cars of the future.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, you need a AA battery, a small nuclear rod the size of a AA battery, and you should be good for at least 15, 20 years.
Yeah.
You won't even need gas stations. Now, you might get a small nuclear explosion mushroom cloud if you wreck into somebody, but I think that's what we're all willing to take for 20 years of fuel.
You see at the end of the road, oh, boom.
Small nuclear explosion in the intersection.
Chuck's going to chat in the chat.
I mean, if you were able to come up with a safe way to use nuclear power in a vehicle, that would be the way to go, to be honest.
Chuck was talking about we're not going to be able to, we're not going to be able to support all those electric cars. California's already got problems with that already. They put alerts out. Don't charge your cars tonight. So I guess we don't go to work tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, I grew up in California, and you know how many times the power would randomly go out just because the stupid rolling blackouts?
Oh, I know. They're actually forcing Nevada to sell energy to California at discounted rates so that they can actually support the grid they have now.
Well, you all saw what they were doing, the electric company in Texas and California did when they were selling everybody those fucking thermostats, right?
Yeah.
They said, oh, we'll put a brand new thermostat in your house.
All right, I'm home.
Home again.
Yeah.
Well, the pupper dogs are glad to see you.
Oh, they always are. They're just they're just so loving. They're a pain in the ass. Which just they're very cute. Hey, let's use the magic of technology and electricity to open my garage door. Look at that. See? I didn't use a single drop of gasoline just now. There they are.
Well, I mean, it might have been a few gallons to get the coal to the plant to lift that ball.
Well, actually, Florida is mostly natural gas and nuclear. But, yeah.
They're still trying to get rid of all the nuclear power plants, though, right?
No, because we're
No,
building.
Yeah, keep
That's the
building
opposite.
more nuclear
That's
plants.
the opposite. Even Greta Thunberg is talking about we need more nuclear. Isn't that funny?
Yeah.
Not that little twerp.
Well, our government's just announced a new one today. So,
Well, it's the only really truly clean power supply and
Oh,
reliable.
yeah, except for the, except for the rods after they're done after they're done using them, they got to bury them out in the Midwest somewhere. There's just all kinds of.
You throw them on one of Elon's rockets and shoot them
Well,
off.
that's the thing. That's what'll happen next is there'll be a big contract once they get enough of those rods. And
yeah,
they'll,
just
Yeah.
put them out into the sun.
they'll send
Yeah,
them,
till
send them
till
to
the
the
first
sun,
one.
you know?
Yeah, until the first one fails, it explodes over Long Island or something.
Well, that's when
Yeah,
you
it's only
send
Long
them
Island. Don't be worried about that.
Let the sun gobble them up.
Well, hey guys, I got to start down towards my hunter. So
Okay, Ron. Hey, good luck, buddy.
Catch you later.
Right.
This is the last hunt for the season?
Well, this is the last hunt. Yeah, he's got 2 more days.
Oh, 2 more days.
I'm hoping maybe he'll get one tomorrow morning, but I mean, but I got 5 or 6 days till I go back to my regular work. So
Yeah, the herd will be missing you, buddy.
yeah, but well, anyhow, you guys have a great evening.
Hey, Ron, you
See you,
too.
Ron.
Thanks for coming in, buddy.
We will see you all later.
Okay. Paul Hodges says bye.
Bye.
Hi.
So, Bill, every time you do your garage door reveals for your neighbors, that's one drop of nuclear waste in the ocean.
All right.
That's
Here comes Nunya.
Hey,
Hey, folks.
Hey, how you doing, Ed?
Good
Well,
evening.
very well, sir.
Good evening.
Your volume's a little low, but other than that, you're on point.
Time differences.
But everything he's got to say is none of your business, so don't worry about it.
Yeah.
David, you got it.
Oh, Bill, there's Bill's pupper dogs.
What? What?
Hello, Bill's Papa Dog.
What do you want? What do you want? Mandy. Mandy.
We want you
Uh-oh.
in the
Yeah,
kitchen.
they just want to say hello.
We want you in the kitchen with the food ball.
Yeah,
Open it up.
they want to say hello and then feed me. I know the feeling.
Is that in the garage?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, mommy must be in the kitchen because they're
I'm stealing my brother's internet.
they're really distracted. Alexa, close the garage door.
What about Tim's crappy internet?
When my brother's out, I can use his internet.
Hey, Ed, can you hear us all right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I just wanted to pop in for a minute. I know a lot about EVs. You were asking about my bike. The electric vehicles are the wave of the future. They are cleaner to run. This doesn't mean we're free from our fossil fuels and our nuclear power because
Yeah.
it has to come from somewhere.
Well,
Yeah.
that's the thing is we'll never be off fossil fuels because those
We will
Tesla,
never be off the grid. Absolutely.
well, the
Holy crap.
Tesla tires are still made out of petroleum. The paint's still made.
Yeah.
Out of petroleum.
You
A lot of
guys-
The
the-
only
see
way
that?
you'll get off the grid is to power it by solar.
And that's,
Yeah, but you can't produce tires and stuff with solar energy.
Absolutely.
exactly.
You guys see the size of this turkey?
He's
Like
in the
my-
fridge right now.
My wife's
Wowzers.
insane.
Holy cow, what are you having the whole neighborhood together or what?
No, it's just me. It's just me and her. It's mostly me.
You're gonna be eating that for months. You can use that at
25
Christmas as well.
See, that's the
25
thing about
pounds.
being American. You've got your Thanksgiving, and then a month later, you've got
Yeah.
Christmas. So you can
Yeah.
get a big turkey and use.
25 pounds.
Ed, how fast did you say your electric bike goes?
It'll do 50 to 70
Holy
Miles?
crap.
An hour and
miles
kilometers.
per hour.
Miles
Okay.
per hour.
Yeah, we use kilometers here.
Is that a Holden behind you?
Yes.
You're third world, Dominic. That's why.
25
I-
pounds.
Yeah,
25.4. Yeah,
I'm at my brother's work at the moment.
If you've ever done 30 miles per hour on a bicycle, you know how terrifying that can be.
I know.
Well, you know what? You sure could freak out a whole bunch of old ladies driving 35 miles an hour down the road with zoom.
I built it to do 70 for the range, not the speed.
What
20
kind of
miles
range
per
is it?
hour is enough.
What kind of range, Ed?
You can get at 20 miles per hour with flat conditions and no wind, probably about 50 miles.
Wow.
At full speed, it's gonna really suck it down to 10 or so.
Honestly,
It depends
you
on the
just wanna-
battery. Some batteries will take you 100 miles.
Honestly, you just want a bike or a scooter that's fast enough to outrun a dog if necessary.
Let's put it this way. I have $3,000 into this project already. The battery was $2,000 by itself on top of that.
Yikes.
That being said,
Well, let me.
I never have to put gas in it or pay any kind of registration or anything ever.
Yet.
In Florida, you'd have to
Yeah.
register it if it goes over 20 miles
Right.
an hour.
Yeah. And technically it's totally illegal unless it's 1,000 watts or 20 miles per hour or less in the US.
Yeah. So how fast can it go if you weigh 293 pounds?
Well, I weigh 260 and it'll carry me at 60.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow, that's pretty amazing.
Yeah, you do it. No, come on, if you get through here, if you get,
Now
I
you
had a
put
scooter-
Sparky
I had
on
a
it.
scooter. I used to get up to 45 miles an hour, but it took 5 minutes.
You put Sparky on it, right?
Yeah, Sparky on that bike would really.
Sparky by name, Sparky by nature. Zoing.
I feel like if Tim rode that bike, he'd fly off.
Well, you
imagine
know,
how
it's
much
got to be a
TJ
great
would be doing?
around town commuter bike because if you need the power, it's there.
Exactly. That's one of the reasons I also did it this way. I don't want to be behind a car and not be able to get out of his way.
Hey guys, this is Kelly.
Yeah, Kelly with the ostrich. She got bit, didn't she?
Aw.
Yeah, she got bit. Yeah.
Oh, that's an ostrich.
I'm not surprised. Ostriches are vicious.
Why did she bite the ostrich?
The ostrich bit her hand. She tried to feed it, hand feed it.
I mean, it looks delicious.
I don't know if you've ever had ostrich or ostrich egg. They're absolutely delicious. The eggs are weird because they're really hard to get through.
To find a way. There's always a way.
Their eggs are like concrete on the outside, unlike a regular egg.
Ed, how long does it take to recharge a battery for your bike?
A full charge at a normal 110 volt, about 45 minutes.
45 minutes. That's not bad.
That's an improvement.
And you guys were saying that the batteries aren't recyclable. They all are. They all However, it's not the answer. It really isn't.
You know who really has the answer? Smarties.
If Sparky could only speak.
Hmm.
Oh, she
Why
can
can't we just all sprout wings like Sparky? Then we wouldn't have to worry about this anymore.
She can swear. She says okay, and I don't think so.
Yeah, it's you know, the electric car thing is coming. I'm glad I'm on the downhill slide. I don't have to worry about it because it's not gonna create that much havoc in my lifetime.
The thing about the electric that is
in-
amazing is there's
Yeah,
much
the
less
concept in
to go
theory
wrong.
works, but the practice and scaling up, I think, is where the problem's going to lie.
That's exactly it. The power and where it's going to come from. Think about this though. An electric car has much less to go wrong. It doesn't have an internal combustion engine with 5,000 parts. 5 things can go wrong: the battery, the controller, the motor, and that's it. That's it.
Yeah, I
On all the
like
boards.
the simplicity of it, but the main problem is the amount of time it takes to charge the battery
That is
and
No,
the
let's see, now
distance that it
you're kind of misleading there.
Everything.
Mechanically, there isn't a lot that can go wrong, but electronically, there's plenty that can go wrong. I mean, I mean, as an example, I mean, I even had a Honda Civic that the only thing that ever went wrong with it was the brain, was the board, I had to keep replacing because it kept going bad. Electronics can go wrong.
That is true. These
Yeah.
these things too will pass. Believe it.
Then you got to replace them.
and
You just replace them.
I think the other issue that I have with them is they're butt ugly. Every
That I agree with.
I'll tell you what.
Yeah,
the-
so- yeah, but so are you.
car
We
I've
love
ever
you anyway.
seen is ugly.
tell you what the biggest problem is going to be is when people learn how to hack these darn things.
Yeah.
They're driving along the road and it suddenly goes, turn left, sure. And suddenly you're going off a cliff.
The main problem people have had up to date with hybrids is you don't know it's on. So when the rescue
Yeah, I've had
vehicle
that
comes,
problem.
they accidentally pull you out and it takes off on you. 'Cause
Yeah,
they
yeah.
don't know it's on.
Yeah, I drive Toyota Camry hybrid a week ago, and I went, "Is this thing on?"
Yeah. Now think about this also. How much problems have you had with your drones? They're all electric. They work
no.
perfectly. They work perfectly.
Yeah,
Most
but-
of the
but
time.
It's the scale next. It's going to be the
Right.
scale of it. It works on
Right.
a small one because I've
Right.
played with RC cars for 40 years.
Mhm.
It works in principle, but once you try and scale it, to
You're
the
dealing with a 2-ton missile,
yeah,
right?
you go from a 10th scale
Mhm.
RC car, and if you want to scale that 10 times, then that's where the problems start happening. It works in theory and it works on a small level, but once you start making it bigger is where the problems start arising.
Absolutely. You speak from a mechanic's point, and I agree with you.
Hey, Paul,
Yeah.
play that video. I put the link in the chat. This guy works in the movie industry, and he replaced his cat with the T-Rex in the Jurassic Park.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
Hmm.
Al Kitty. It's a great channel.
It's really funny.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
Hey, you guys ready?
Oh no. Oh no.
That is one big pussy.
Keep absolutely still. This vision's based on.
If we don't move, she won't see us.
What, they didn't want to get out and pet it?
love the way the cat looks at him.
Look at it. He got cat food.
I think I'd rather deal with the T-Rex. I don't know if you've ever seen a lion in person and how big they
Yeah,
are.
I've got 2 cats at home. I'd rather deal with the
Look at
T-Rex.
there. There's more cat food in the box.
Also, cats are always on top of it. Always. They've got you. You're not getting away. You're not.
He's
getting
waving
away.
around cat food. Hey.
Awesome. Absolutely awesome. So, you know, I've been subscribed to them for ages.
I was 5 feet from a male albino lion, full-size lion, and just standing next to it made me feel like this ain't enough gate between me and this tiger or this lion.
Yeah.
It was a giant black cat called Owl Kitty. Ooh.
No, I just love the way that cat looks at him when he closes the door.
Oh, yeah. It's got those cat eyes, you know?
The way he put the can of cat food in her hands and everything. That's some good editing right there. I'll tell you what. Yeah. That dude did a hell of a job with that video.
I agree.
That's not something that's easy to do. That's not something.
Bill's
anybody-
got some really good-looking food there.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
hungry now.
Well, it's coming up to lunchtime in Australia, so certainly put that up as an idea.
Wife fired up the grill, maybe some nice burgers, a little sauteed onions, pickles.
Oh, wow. Hey,
Kind
he
of
gets
cheese,
taken care of pretty good, doesn't he,
What kind of
Paul?
cheese is that?
Yeah.
Pepper jack cheese. Oh yeah. I'm gonna eat now, guys. I'm gonna talk to you later.
Just remember that during
All
Christmas.
right, Bill.
Catch you later,
I
Bill.
will see. You know, Tammy Jean's team show tonight on her stream, so
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
could be funny.
she's on in
8 o'clock.
an hour and a bit. An hour and
You
a
guys
quarter. See you, Bill.
See ya.
Oh, I didn't hear any of that. What do you say?
Enjoy, Bill.
Tammy Jean's on in an hour.
Oh, okay. Everybody was breaking up there for a second.
Kelly says over in Australia, she says a lot of people are getting these electric 4-wheel bike buggy things with little trailers to put solar on them.
Okay.
Back minimal and travel to Australia.
You'll
Huh?
get a lot of sun in Queensland.
Yeah, but the thing is, the solar can't charge the battery as quick as you're using it, though, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. I have a solar charger for my e-bike, and I said 45 minutes plugged in, and charging it off of a solar charger takes 8 hours.
Yeah.
Right.
I just want to point something out to you. Yeah. When you buy the little garden lights, solar power bombs, they
Yeah,
only
I've got
last
those.
a couple of hours.
Yeah, I've got those.
Yeah, they only last a couple of hours. So
Yeah, I know.
you've got to charge in a car or a bike with them.
Well, it depends, David, because you can buy real cheap ones. Well, at least over here, you can buy really cheapy ones for like literally $1 a piece, and they're kind of crappy. But you can buy some really nice ones that will
can.
last the night.
They stay
The
lit
main,
all
the
night.
main problem with the solar is the panels either get dirty or the sun fades them and cracks the screen on
Yeah.
it, and then they don't work properly after that.
Yeah, well, the thing is most solar lights are cheap enough to where you can pretty much replace them every season. You know.
Right. We're not charging
Or
our car
you
off of
live
them,
in the
though,
UK
right?
where it rains all the time.
You're not charging your new Ford off of it, right? There's the difference.
I see people with flagpoles that have really nice like $30, $40 solar lights that will stay on all night up facing their flagpole, but they got a pretty decent sized battery in them too.
What about steam cars? Let's go back.
Man, bring them back.
Well, steam
Or
engine.
What about hydrogen power?
All of these things are feasible. No one wants to fill their car up with water, which is stupid because it's actually really good. However, if you're rocking steam, you're driving a bomb. right?
Well, not only that is there's a lot of places dealing with droughts right now, and that probably wouldn't be good of it.
And you still have to have some kind of a source of power to heat up the steam.
Exactly. This is solving none of the issues that we're talking about, right?
Yeah.
The sun is really the answer. If they could make solar that could charge a Honda hybrid in half an hour, the answer would be solved. We haven't done this yet. We're working
Now,
on it.
the other problem we have, Ed, is, in a smaller area for a car, like let's say around town, like where I live, you're not driving that many miles a day. But if you want to take a trip and go to Florida, or you want to go to California or whatever.
Well, if I wanted to drive from Melbourne to Perth, which is 3,000 kilometers, good luck.
Yep.
No. Hold on now. It is totally feasible to drive from one side of the United States.
I didn't say it wasn't feasible. I was saying
It sure ain't
is
cheap.
not
and he's
realistic.
right.
Because
Right.
Also
feasible.
to put yourself in a cannon and fire yourself from one side.
Just fire yourself, David.
Yeah, it's feasible, but not realistic.
No, but
You're always got a good point, David.
Yeah, but everybody
You drive an internal combustion engine car from Melbourne to Perth, it'll take you 37 hours, and you've got to stop for fuel. Understandably, you're going to stop for fuel, and you're going to fill it. Maybe
I
10
really
to
don't
15
believe.
minutes.
I really don't believe we'll ever get off of hybrid because of that reason.
Yeah,
unless the technology really gets good.
Well, I got a kick out. I got a kick out of the photo I saw somebody posted on the internet not too long ago. Was an electric car, and in the trailer hitch in the back, it had a generator.
Yeah, that's what's good about a four-wheel drive. That's what is good about a four-wheel drive pickup truck, whatever you call them, with the tray in the back. At least with the tray, you can carry around your diesel generator.
Yeah.
So that's good.
Going to be honest, don't you think the actual problem is that we never actually, as humans, sorted out the technology of the human slingshot? Now, if we could,
the trebuchet,
just get it to drop off at the right point. And same thing.
Because Tesla has a thing built into it that will actually map out your trip.
I thought you were going to say an ejection button.
Right, but everybody thinks that stopping to charge up your car is like this big old thing. These superchargers can charge a car in like 20 minutes now.
Yeah, 20, 30 minutes.
Yeah, but it's hard on the battery.
But
and you must also pay for this. That's
yeah.
not free.
So you're paying for that.
Fuel too. It's the same thing.
If it gets down to 5 to 10 minutes,
How
that's
about
how long it takes
technology
to.
then? How about all roads have a live rail?
Yeah, why not? Yeah.
There you go.
I don't know why they stopped
The only
doing
thing is you just got
passenger
fucking
trains.
playing on it.
It's so efficient. I don't understand it.
You mean
It should always have been a
electric
thing.
passenger trains, Ed?
Oh, it should always be a thing.
No.
Always.
A guy charged up. I was watching on YouTube. A guy charged up one of the new electric Hummers,
Mhm.
and it was just about dead. And he put it on a supercharger, and it charged it in exactly 21 minutes
Mhm.
to full.
This is the problem I face with the electric bike. You need to have a really good amperage charger, and it's very expensive for this. You need a really good battery, which is very expensive, or you can't get those times out of it. That's the problem.
Well, all that technology would get cheaper the more mass produced it's used.
And it
all.
is. It has, actually.
Like, well, yeah, it might be $100,000. Let's just say, for example, $100,000 to set up a supercharger now, but
Right.
40 years when they're really super common, it might cost $5,000 to set one up.
None of us are spring chickens. When we were kids, it was all lead acid battery
Yep.
and really heavy, and you couldn't go anywhere. And the
Yeah,
only
not-
place you
not
could
had
find one
batteries.
was a golf cart.
Yep.
Yeah, Nike had batteries, this size.
Yep.
That's the times have changed. They're not like that anymore.
Yeah.
Well,
But
what,
this is the
I'm still-
only reason why we have these e-bikes now.
but what happens when, like with Samsung with the mobile phones, that the S5 that
Right.
started rapidly blowing up on people. When the car
Now,
brings out the cars
Dave-
and the battery systems are going pop.
I will agree with you, David. The problem with this is most people don't realize those are the cheap garbage batteries that do that.
Yeah.
Not the good ones. Those are the
But-
garbage,
but-
the Chinese cheap
Yeah,
garbage batteries
Yes,
do
but
that.
you've got to look at it how a human works. This is what Apple and Samsung clocked onto. Don't give the customer a charger because they will go and buy a cheapy charger and blow up the phone, and they have to buy a new one.
Absolutely. That is the
Well, this-
problem.
Well, see, here's another thing, and I've said this plenty of times. If you look at the rate of technology, battery technology has not been able to keep up with the rate of the rest of the technology.
Yeah.
Because if you went by today's technology, you would think a AA battery could run your flashlight for 5 years without having to
Yes.
replace it, right? Like that's what you would assume if you were not from this time period and you came to this
Right.
time period from say the 50s, you would assume a battery would probably be able to a freaking AA battery be able to run a damn car.
Also, when we were young, this technology that we're rocking now, that's all rechargeable internal battery, no replaceable battery, was unheard of. Only in the past 20 years have we even gotten close to this.
Where you can swap them out.
It's come to me now.
You don't need
I
to
have
swap
worked
them out
out-
anymore. They last forever now.
I have worked it out now. It's come to me now. You remember, the little torches you can buy with a little wind up. So
Yes.
And that torch actually lasts for 2 hours. So what you need is one of them wind up things on your car that winds up loads of little cogs, and you can just wind
You
it up.
pedal it, David.
Yeah.
You pedal it like a bike while you're driving around.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can do that.
Well, that'd give Laura something to do, wouldn't it, David?
It'll also take off some of those cheeseburger weight, right? Some of that
it'll-
cheeseburger weight.
Not your beast problem.
Yeah.
Take care of that obesity problem they have over there.
Well,
in
that's
the
another problem also, guys, is nobody wants to do this. We're lazy. We don't want to do this, right? No one wants to do that. No one wants to pull over and hand crank their battery till it's charged. No one wants to do this. So,
Well, this is what I've said before too, is every generation, it's a little bit easier living as far as you have more free time than the previous generation did.
Yeah, but like the song
Because-
said, every generation blames the one before.
mhm.
So Paul
Every
is
generation thinks the generation
and the one after,
Laura,
and the one after.
Laura
like
says, Paul, I can hear you.
Well, it's like, I've said this before too, is like, when you hear the guys that are like in their 50s and 60s saying, oh, the younger generation, they're just not living up to the standards that we would. But, my grandpa would say the same thing about my dad's generation, and my grandpa's dad would say the same thing about his generation. It's because
They have
every
the same
generation
issues,
has
trials, and
different
tribulations we
values.
all have had. The problem
Well,
is,
every
it's just
generation
a
has
different way to
different
do it now.
values and expectations,
Mhm,
right?
mhm. Kids today don't look at a book; they get on Google, right? It's the
Mm.
same thing. They just do it differently. That's all.
Right. And that's
Yeah.
why I've said,
You say
know,
it's the same thing, no, because back in my day, when you got a book, you knew what was in the book was going to be truthful. You put anything in Google,
That
and
is a
you
truth.
ain't getting.
Yes.
You search electric cars in Google. They're trying to sell you batteries and mobile phones and everything else. They're trying to sell you something more than you actually research what you're looking for.
how are books any better, David? Look at Scientology. They put a book out. These
Yeah,
dumbasses.
those
believe
guys. I
that-
don't even want to. I'm not even going to get started on those guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was a book.
Yeah.
There
well,
are
that-
people who believe the Earth is flat. Okay.
Yeah.
And if you think that, you should be shot to space so you can see how round it is before they starve you
Yeah.
of oxygen and leave you there.
Yeah.
Well,
What I want to know is, if the Earth is flat, why the bloody hell do I live at the top of the hill, and why do I have to keep walking up it every day?
Everything in the
Exactly.
universe that we can see in the visible universe is round. Atoms are round. Everything that makes up our universe is round. Really?
Well, you notice this too. Most of the people that argue flat Earth aren't even scientists. They don't have any expert in that field.
They
They're just-
watched some guy on YouTube who said a bunch of crap and they believe it. That's the problem.
Right,
They
and-
believe it.
because if you ask any legit astrologist or any kind of, astrophysicist, they're
Neil
gonna
deGrasse
argue-
Tyson, right?
Yeah, they're gonna
Yeah,
argue
great.
against every point that you try to bring up to try to explain that why it's flat. And they're gonna have a very intelligent and scientific reasoning why you're wrong. You spent their whole life studying that. These are the people we have to rely on to understand what we know for space, because there's not very many people out there that spend their whole lives studying stuff like that,
People
right?
say we've never been to space or the moon.
Yeah.
Biggest, most expensive hoax ever. Are you serious?
Yeah, the conspiracy theories are up.
The amount of
Are you
people
for
that
real?
It was a very good green screen job.
Well, it's like this. They try to say 9/11 was an inside job. The amount of people it would have took to pull that off, somebody would have spilled the beans by now.
Oh, yeah.
Again, biggest, most expensive
And
hoax
the-
ever.
You know what
right?
the worst bit is for that, Justin? The beans were spilt, but the toast went with it.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing is, like, there's no way that the moon landing was faked, because there would be too many people involved. Somebody would came forward.
It
and
would
said,
be cheaper
"Well,
and easier to just fake it. Neil deGrasse Tyson's words. It would be cheaper and easier just to fake it. Just the paperwork alone that is attached to it and the planning and everything is more expensive than faking it.
Yeah.
You might as well just go there.
Yeah.
If that's the case.
Yeah, well, he's also pointed out all the shit that people tried to say why they thought it was faked. Oh, the flag was waving. Well, he gave a scientific explanation why the
Yeah,
flag.
that's already been debunked, that one.
Yeah,
Laura, all of it's been debunked. It's just you're not going to ever convince those people otherwise.
Yeah.
But none of them are experts in there. Most of the time, when somebody's a conspiracy theorist, they don't have any actual credibility or any background in what they're trying to argue.
Absolutely.
When somebody tries to say, well, that building collapsed because there was bombs in there. Well, guess what? That person that's saying that has never done demolition. They've never destroyed a building. They've never built a building. They're not an architect. They don't have nothing to do with any of the
The
fields.
reason the building collapsed is because of its design and structure. It was
Absolutely.
central loaded.
Absolutely.
got
And,
an
the heat
airplane-
was what killed it. Absolutely.
You've got an airplane laden with that much fuel. It is more powerful than the bombs they use to bring these buildings down.
Well, then that's
The
what I'm
heat
saying.
that explosion caused melted the structure. It melted it.
Of course it will. And once you get the pile of rubble on top, it will force it down. The rest of it comes with it.
Those poor people.
Well, that's what I'm saying is, like, the people that tried to argue that point, though, of, it was all a bombing and all this, they don't have any expertise in any of the fields that have to do with
Even if it
building
was,
and
the building is
demolition.
down
It
and those
shouldn't even
people
be
are
allowed
dead,
on the internet.
right?
Because if you ask any of the demolition experts that have argued against that, they all say that no, that building came down because of the plane. It wasn't explosives. We know what explosives look like in a big building.
To prove a point that, 9/11 could have happened and did happen, the way the building collapsed. Look at the condo in Florida, I think it were, the south side. And when that went down, that started from a crack at the ground, and it hit, suddenly the top building went, and it just concertinaed down.
The Burj Khalifa, the original one, was the largest building ever produced. It caught on fire and it came down. It came down. Then they built a second one. Fire killed the building, killed it.
Right. But that's why I don't get into all the conspiracy shit, because you
I'm
never
just so glad you guys are so cool, man.
you never hear
Yeah,
an
but-
expert argue.
They make good YouTube videos, at least. It's
Right.
always good to watch a
Yes.
conspiracy.
Well, and the thing is
Views.
who are you gonna? If I'm listening to a conspiracy theorist, who am I gonna believe? The explosives expert or some guy that from the fucking trailer park who's saying, "No, that was fucking explosives."
Not
Like,
everyone can be as smart as we can, right?
I'm saying, like, I would rather, I'm gonna take the expert's word for it, because they've spent their whole life doing that particular job. They would know what they're talking about. Like,
All of you boys have really good brains in your head. some of these folks watching this stuff, they don't. Right? That's why they don't have it.
But yeah, it's just I don't know. I get really annoyed by conspiracy theories, because everything's a damn conspiracy. Nothing can just be what it was.
Elvis is still alive.
Everything has to be a
right?
conspiracy.
Elvis is still alive.
alive,
He's working in the
right?
chippy in Birmingham.
He's
Well,
hanging out
Elvis-
next to David with
Yeah,
Sparky.
Elvis is still alive. Haven't you ever seen Bob Joyce? Have you seen Bob Joyce. Elvis is still alive.
It's
I
like
think he'd be like 70, 80 or something. He'd be
He'd
old.
be
right now, for sure.
83. 1935, so he'd be 87.
There ain't no way. This is how I debunk Elvis is alive. There ain't
87.
no way he would give up his riches for this. No way.
I don't know.
You don't know, he might have found God, and that's why he's
Let's
Bob
be
Joyce.
honest here. We should all ask Elvis, Paul, why did you give up your riches? That's where Paul goes. Uh-huh.
It's the same thing they tried to say about Tupac and Michael Jackson. They said something about them too.
Yeah, we all know Michael Jackson is still alive somewhere.
I mean, the
Of course he's
Tupac thing.
recycled.
The Tupac thing. He was a gangster. Of course he got shot and killed. I mean, it's that easy. Of course
Well,
he
not
did.
to mention, he was one of those people that was all about the fame, so he would never walk away from it.
No, exactly. He's not
He
gonna.
loved doing music and he loved the fame. So,
Well, even the gangster thing, he was in your face about it. It's probably why he got shot. Right?
I mean, that's exactly why. And then, I mean, there's no doubt about it. That's the reason why.
The simplest, best answer.
Talking about the flat earthers and stuff, over here we've got this stop oil protests going on.
Yeah, I'm saying that.
Oh,
And these people are actually using glue made of
Yeah,
oil. And
we
pet
have the same thing here.
gluing themselves to tarmac made of oil, in the fluorescent jackets made of oil, wearing the trainers made with oil.
Yeah.
Well, you know what's funny too is like, would half these singers even be as iconic as they are now if they wouldn't have died so early?
Yeah.
Because the
These
thing is,
people
there's a
don't
lot
know
of
anything.
stuff.
They don't
There's a-
know anything.
Oh, Jacko.
Well, death was a good career move.
Well, a lot of these artists, you know, like take Nirvana for example, how iconic they're considered in the rock community. You know,
Yeah.
it's like, you know, a lot of these people had very short careers and didn't really have a chance to really establish
But
themselves.
let's,
as
put it,
a
let's look at
musician.
it this way, Justin. Right? These ones that have died have probably done the right thing, because all the famous ones over here from the 60s, 70s, and 80s are all being arrested for child abuse.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
They probably
Yeah,
took the
Gary
right
Glitter,
choice.
Jimmy
Get the hell out of
Savile.
here.
Yeah.
Not all these people being arrested are guilty of it.
You're not wrong.
It's ridiculous. Anyone could make up an accusation now.
Amber Heard, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get me started on her.
I don't even want to start on her, right? That was the dog. No, it wasn't. Okay, no, it wasn't. You don't mistake that for a little bitty dog. You don't mistake that.
It got stung
No,
by
it wasn't.
I was going to say if that was the dog, then they need to take the dog to the vet because there's
The
something
dog
wrong.
would be dead, is what would
Yeah.
happen. These people
just
who
things that don't add up.
all of these conspiracy theorists and stuff complain about, well, we've never been to space and the earth is flat, and yet they get on their iPhone, which is powered by satellites,
Yeah.
and don't even know what they're talking about. They have no idea.
Exactly.
Well, it's the same people that argue against capitalism, but they're at Starbucks with their iPhone.
Yeah. On their phone.
Oh, capitalism sucks, but let me suck on my Starbucks while I'm tweeting on my
Yeah.
iPhone.
They've got capitalism sucks as a big sticker on the back of their Apple MacBook.
Yeah.
If you feel like you're living awful in the US, the UK, if you
And the
feel like
tree
you're living
huggers.
awful in Australia, move to India and tell me how
Yeah.
you feel then.
the tree huggers with the signs made out of the tree. Stop cutting down.
And they've painted signs with paint that's made by.
Well, it was the same as these Antifa people, right? Fuck the cops, but the minute somebody hits them with a car, call the cops.
Yeah, exactly.
You just said F the cops, and now you're out begging for their help. Get the hell out of here.
I need to spray paint this tree to save it. Right?
Yeah.
The spray paint's no good for the environment or the tree. You guys are awesome. I love you guys.
Or like the ones that's, let's save the animals, but let's throw petroleum paint all over somebody's car.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, there is no rhyme or reason to life anymore. And it used to,
You're absolutely
when I was younger, I'm going to talk to you guys like the old man that I am. The things that go on today, we never thought of doing.
It's one big smash and grab now.
But
Let's
like
get
I-
as much money as we can and as easy and fast as we can. And I don't care who I hurt, and I'm out.
Let me argue that point just a little bit. Now, a lot of stuff back when you were younger, Paul, there was a lot of shit that was swept under the rug that was not held accountable, I would say, back then. Like, say, take like child molesting, for example, right? How many times would a sheriff get told or know that a local guy was molesting a kid, but the town didn't want to look bad, so what'd they do? Swept it under the rug.
Yeah.
A lot of that type of shit. Like back in the day,
Yeah,
you guys
but to a lot lesser extent than today.
No, but what I'm saying, yeah, but the population's also four or five times the size of it was.
The difference is today the technology has made it easier for the sickos to get away with it.
That's
This
right.
is why To Catch a Predator was the
Technology makes everything easier and neater.
Right, but like just like another example, right back. How many times have I heard you guys talk about? You know, when I was a kid, we used to get pulled over, drunk as shit, and the cop would just tell us to drive home. That would never
just kick him in the ass and.
Oh, hell.
You know what? You know what, Justin? It worked because they knew that once you got home, your parents are going to kick your ass.
Yeah.
Right.
And now, they go home and the parents says, "Well, don't get caught. Just do it again." You know.
Yeah, because now if the parent says, "No, don't do that again," they're on the phone to Childline.
Yep.
But years ago, when I was a kid, I knew the cops because I used to drive tow truck and I had a few drinks. And the cop pulled me over in the park. And anyways, he said, "You think you can make it home?" I said, "Well, I made it this far, didn't I?"
Right, but that's what I'm saying, though. But technically, was that okay, though?
Yeah.
That's my whole point.
Nothing has changed in the history of humans. We have never gotten along since the beginning. There were cavemen hitting each other over the head with clubs back then. It won't change anytime soon. It's the same as it was, just different now. That's all.
It's just the weaponry bigger.
Exactly.
To me, it just seems worse these days because there's more. So, like, say you had 20 people in the 60s and there was 2 dickheads for every 20 people. Now you have 80 people. So now you got 8 dickheads.
I can tell you one reason why this is the thing. Now we're doing this. We're Zooming. We are all together, right? We know what's going on all the time, every day. That's why. Now you're seeing it.
Exactly.
Firsthand.
Right, that's what I'm saying. That was my next point, was the news these days.
This panel, we've got what's going on in Australia, what's going on in Canada, what's going on in the US, what's going on in the UK, and we're all in 4 different places on this flat Earth.
Paul Revere had to ride over the land to tell us the redcoats were coming. He had to ride for days to tell us.
Bloody
It's
British.
not like that anymore. It's not like that anymore.
But at the same time, if Paul Revere actually put a Facebook post up saying the British are coming, would they have tagged that as misinformation?
Possibly. This is the issue. The same thing, right?
Yep.
They'd be fact checked. They weren't fact checkers back then.
Yeah.
To be honest, right? I just had a bit of a debate on Twitter about this sort of thing. Somebody said that we needed more military boats over here to stop an invasion of the UK. And I said, when was the last time the UK was invaded? And he said a few months ago, around about 1066. And I
A few
went,
months ago, yeah.
yeah,
1066
and I went,
a few months ago.
I went, I wish they'd have posted it on Facebook because I'd have loved to have seen it.
Yeah.
The relics at the bottom of the Thames tell you the story.
Yeah.
Okay. They're down there still. After 300 years, they're still down there.
Mm.
I tell you what, whatever's at the bottom of the Thames, you don't want to go down there now.
I tell you what, I heard
Look,
that the Thames
that's
is a
where
wonderful
Jake went.
place, but the mud is toxic because of all the years of stuff being tossed in. Nicola White, you know who Nicola White is? Nicola White digs mudlarking in the Thames. And she has found amazing things from 300 years ago.
Is that anything like magnet fishing?
Very similar, but you have to do it on your hands and knees with a trowel.
Oh, okay.
You dig it out, and anything that you find, you have to have a license to do this while the tide is out.
God,
And
you've got to have a
anything you
license
find
to do
has
everything
to
these
be
days.
anything you find has to be looked at by the authorities, and if they like what they see, they put it in the museum. And if they don't, you get to take it with you, but you can't
What?
sell it once you've gotten it.
What does Mark White mean by what he just put in the chat? I'm not entirely sure what he means by they nicked it.
Nicola White.
No, it says
No,
if the kid
what
gets
Mark White
stopped
just
drunk
said.
in the car, he's probably nicked it. The term nicked means stolen.
Yeah, stolen the car.
Nicked is stolen.
Yeah.
Or,
Again, this has been happening since the beginning of time. People
Yeah.
who see an opportunity can't keep their fingers off of stuff they can't.
Yeah, yeah. Nicking stuff has been.
Well, I think with the more easily accessible, just everyday information about any place in the world that you want to look up, and then the bigger population, I think things will look worse than you perceive they are. Because you back in the 40s, you could have a serial killer in California, but you might not hear about it in New York.
I believe in the
You know?
future, things will either get better or worse for one or two reasons. Either we'll learn how to clean our environment through technology and get along and love each other, or we won't. That's going to be the answer.
Well, I don't think getting along's ever going to be a thing.
It's not. It's not. I believe that too.
It goes against human nature.
I don't know. We get along on here, you bitch.
I mean, well, I'm just
That being
saying,
said, our governments hate each other, not the people.
Well, I'm just saying, human nature, you're always going to have people that are assholes. You're always going to have people that are really nice. You're always going to have
trolls, right?
Well, you're always going to have serial killers, people that do stupid shit like that. I mean, it's part of human nature,
The
unfortunately.
biggest problem with human nature is jealousy. I want what you've got.
Yeah, it's keeping up, it's always keeping up with the Benjamins.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but in order to stifle human emotions,
These three
everybody would
things.
have to be like robots.
These three things: greed, jealousy, right?
Religion.
Exactly. These three things. If we could get over it, we'd all get along. We can't.
Yeah, religion and politics.
I believe in the vision of the future.
DJ!
There he is.
The way.
Tell us a joke.
DJ! Because ruined our intelligent discussion. What's in the notes?
TJ, I've muted people for less.
That
it
was
up.
pretty good. That was a good introduction. That was pretty funny.
B. Evans actually comes out with a good one. Ed, you always see the police interview. There's been a murder. The husband sat next to him, and he goes, "We're all going to continue asking questions till we realise it's him."
Yeah.
And that's also an issue with our society is you have to prove this guy's guilty. We know you did it, but we have to prove it, right?
And
We know
everything
you
is
did it. We know
everything
you
is
did.
alleged.
Now they don't do that in Russia, right? In Russia, if you act stupid, they pull you behind a van and they off you and leave you there. That's how they do it.
Hey Ed, did you know that the Russians are Russian?
Absolutely.
The Russians are. Oh yeah, and by the way, did you get my email? By the way.
I did.
Okay. Okay.
I haven't answered it yet. I will. I promise.
Okay.
DJ, one more dad joke, and I'm gonna kick you off the stream.
Wait, what? Wait, what dad joke? Oh, about the Russians. The Russians are Russian.
Russia is a crazy place. It's why they have dash cams on every car in the country.
Yeah.
It is a crazy place. And I feel bad
Yeah,
for them
I
because
don't
after the
think I'm
fall of
not-
the USSR, they got screwed by their government. No one cares about them. They don't care at all.
I think that's one place I'm not that on my bucket list that I'm not going to visit. Is
It's
Russia.
not a bad place to visit if you can have someone with you that can speak a little bit of it. Because without that, you're lost. You're lost.
Well, do some of them speak English anyways?
They do, but very, very little, limited.
This
Depends
is
on
the
where you
problem
go.
of the world these days. You spend 2.5 hours printing this, and it don't fucking work.
Yeah.
What was that? What was that?
What was
it?
TJ, you know, TJ, you know a really funny joke.
What?
What do pools and women have in common?
I don't know.
They both cost a lot of money to maintain for the amount of time.
Oh
you have.
Oh, that's funny. They both cost a lot
Behind
of
every
money.
wonderful man is a good woman, and that's a fact.
Or a nagging woman.
They always do that. That's normal. That's okay. It ain't no different than Sparky squawking at you.
Oh, I don't know. I think I could cope with Sparky than I can with Laura.
Now, I'll tell you, I'm so glad that I'm married Sarah because she has been the perfect wife and mother for the last 15 years.
You
Not what she said about you, though.
What the hell you want now?
Tell her that.
Because, you know, she's had to put up with me for 15 years.
Shh. Laura's turned her hearing aid on. She can hear us.
She turned her hearing aid on.
DJ, did you get the boat fixed?
I think so. I'm gonna give it a shot tomorrow out in the pond out there and see how well she runs.
Remember what I said.
And if
tub.
she stinks, are you gonna go?
See,
There's
I don't have a very large enough tub.
Well, anything that you can hold water because you don't want to swim after it if it's broken.
Yeah, true. I mean, maybe I could just go back and forth.
Again, if you go one way 100 feet and it breaks, now you have to swim 100 feet to get to it.
Oh shit!
Right? Or
Yeah,
wait
it's
for it
all
to get
right,
to
no
shore.
worries. I mean, I don't mind.
I'm just
throwing
saying.
on it, I could just.
tie a piece of string on it.
Yeah, just get some.
Yeah, maybe string,
Yeah, tie
yeah.
a string.
That
Yeah,
might be cool.
Put it
yeah.
back in.
So that way I could pull it back if it like doesn't operate the way that I need
Mm-hmm.
it to.
You guys are the first drone people I know, and this
Yes.
is the first drone I've ever owned.
What
But
was that
RC,
for?
I got you.
You see what
You
happened?
know what? There was this,
Oh,
there
and there she is. I saw her.
Yeah,
there
you
was
see
this.
the violence I had to put up with?
Hey,
Hello.
Hi. So there was this guy that was on his name is Frank. He lives kind of where Hodges lives, and he just bought himself that drone off of what's the name of that website?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that one. That one. But yeah, he said it flies pretty well. But the only thing that's concerning is the gimbal. It doesn't have a wheel that you could turn that spins, and you can't tilt the gimbal up or down. You have to do it with your finger. You have to bring it back and then go back out to where you need to get the perfect angle on the picture.
Wheelie?
Oh, wheelie.
So
Wheelie?
basically, what you're saying is
That's
it's
really
a
good.
manual adjustment on it.
Yeah, it's a manual adjustment camera. I mean, it's got two like, okay, so you have the controller and there's a little flap that comes up. And when you open the flap, the drone is inside of the controller. And then you put your phone inside the controller. And he said it flew pretty well inside. He hasn't tried it outside yet. But I mean, I guess the quality of the video is all right. But
TJ, you don't need a drone.
yeah,
Go
I
on.
know. But I was just explaining to Edward
Spend the 50 bucks.
Right.
about his.
Right.
$50 is $50.
Yeah.
Yeah, the first drone that I got wasn't the Mavic Pro 3, okay? It was a piece of trash that you bought from a department store, and the difference is night and day. It's completely different. A professional quality drone is so different. So different.
I wouldn't do that if I were you. You want to go for it?
What is that? Is that honey in there?
Tomato sauce.
Oh.
Tomato ketchup.
A Christmas
Tomato
joke?
sauce, honey, close enough.
That wasn't Marmite in there, was it?
Marmite.
Hey, TJ, you want a Christmas
What's
joke?
that?
Somebody like me.
Why doesn't Santa have any kids?
I can't. Paul hasn't given me hosting rights. Otherwise,
Why doesn't Santa have any kids?
Why doesn't what?
Santa have any kids?
Is he's busy all the time.
No, because he only comes
Because
once a
what?
year.
Because what?
he only comes once a year.
Oh, he only comes once a year.
Andy usually drops it down the chimney.
We'll put it this way. Santa Claus is what's problem with this world. You tell your kids, don't talk to strangers, don't break into people's houses, and stay out of kids' rooms. And once a year, they allow this one man to break in, empty his sack in the kids' room. Disgusting.
Oh no! Oh no!
You got my vote there. It's a big tip.
Hey, Paul. Az said I shouldn't listen to you to go buy a Mavic 3.
Yeah, go on.
I really like mine.
Yeah.
I really like mine. I do.
I don't know. Like,
The power
you know,
that
to
can
honest,
be
you know,
held in your pocket.
You are right, Paul. You know, I don't really fly as much as other.
No, you do not.
So, and I don't know why. I don't know why I don't though. It's so weird. I should be flying like every day, but I know.
Yeah,
it's
every
like-
morning. Just
I
get
know-
up,
And flap your
drop
wings.
one pack, and that's it.
Yeah.
If you
Every
again,
morning, do a
if
one
you
pack
boys
special.
don't- if you boys don't know about Real Flight, the game,
Yeah,
check it out. It's
I do know
practice you
about
can have without breaking your drone.
Yeah.
Try
Now,
it.
the thing is, if you get up in the morning and then get your lighter, and that first morning fart, light it, you'll soon fly.
But
Yeah.
I mean, you know, it's crazy because, like, you know, how many sunrise flights can you get? How many sunset flights can you get? I mean, like when you see
you
it,
can only do one of those each day.
yeah.
Exactly.
Mm.
Well, if you want more than one sunset and sunrise a day, how are we going to do that?
When you
Yeah,
figure
but
out how to do more
you only
than
get one a
two,
day.
let me know because I want
That's
to
right.
know
When you
also.
figured that out,
When
astronomical.
you figure that out, that'll be
TJ,
really great.
let's see how good your memory is. A dog is 1 year old. How old is it?
Conversation.
Okay, so a dog is 1 year old, so that would be
How old is it in human years?
11 years old.
I think it's 7.
It's
Is that
one.
right?
Oh, one.
Human
Oh,
years,
boy.
not dog years.
Failure.
Human years.
Failure.
So
Hold on.
you just said so it's
Who's
the-
buried
it's
in
the-
Grant's tomb? Right?
That's right. Grant is buried in Cranston.
So it's the same The same as a human.
Oh, you're wrong.
What's that, David? What?
Mr. Hodges, you're wrong. Listen to the question again. A dog is 1 year old. How old is it in human years?
Okay.
Yeah, what Sparky says.
0.7.
What
0.7.
Sparky
The
says.
question that TJ asked the other day, but then couldn't.
Because we were talking dog years, and he said, "How old is the dog if he's 1 year old?" And it's 1 year. You know,
I'm
It's
gonna
1
say
year,
Well,
yeah.
it's the same as a human.
No,
TJ.
I'm gonna say
In human
0.7.
years.
TJ,
Justin,
what do you call a deaf gynecologist?
a deaf what?
Gynecologist.
Oh, I don't know.
Anything you bloody want.
A lip reader.
Lucky. No, that's not it.
Wait, what is it?
A lip reader.
Oh, oh, that's funny. A lip reader.
David, I want to know the answer, but I feel like it's a fraction.
No, it's one.
One?
Yeah.
If a dog is 1 year old, it is 1 year old in human years.
Yeah. In theory.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
We was talking about human years to dog years, and then TJ came up with, if the dog is 2, how old is it in human years? 2.
Right.
But like, okay,
Wait,
so
man.
wait, if a human
2 years in human years, how old is it in
Right.
dog years? Is the way around you should ask it. And that's
Right.
15.
But wait, so okay, so if our cat is okay, so I'm almost 40 and she's almost 50.
Are cat years a thing?
Like I'm almost
Is
like,
cat
I'm
years a
almost
thing? It
40.
might be.
DJ's about to get
Oh,
slapped.
I know you are 50.
TJ, don't ever give a woman's age. Are you trying to get some?
Wait,
Is your-
so wait,
really
so
not
if I'm
that
almost 40 and our cat is she's 4. So how old? So if I compared my age to
Now,
a
if the
cat's
cat
age,
is 4 years human years,
It's 9.
a cat human
It's 4.
is 6. A cat year is 6 to 1 human year.
Yeah.
So your cat,
Google says 18
24.
years to 1 human year for a cat. I don't know if that's correct, but that's what she says.
I
No,
believe
it's about 6 and a bit. It's a sliding scale. The older the cat gets, the less it ages.
You know we can't
The
trust
hell
Google.
scale.
We know this.
your average cat can live up to 20 years.
Yeah.
The average dog lives 14 to 15 years. That's how they work it out. But let's be honest here. Doesn't really matter. Your cat's 4, it's 4.
Yeah.
yeah.
What about Sparky? What's Sparky's life expectancy?
She's outlived it.
Really?
The average age of a Nande Konya is 20. The oldest on record is 40, and Sparky's 25.
Oh my.
Here you go. Hey, TJ.
Hey, Justin.
You got another kind of gynecologist joke for you, okay?
Okay.
I had the mute button.
What does the pizza delivery guy and a gynecologist have in common?
I don't know.
They both get to smell it, but neither get to taste it.
Oh no.
Here we go.
You guys are awesome.
Where are you getting all these from?
Yeah.
I'll tell you where he's getting them from. He's bought a pack of Christmas crackers from the dollar store.
I got a question. What's wet all the time and gets sharper the more you use it?
What's wetter all the time and the sharper you use
It's
it?
wet all the time and gets sharper the more you use it.
I don't
Think
know.
about it.
A knife?
No. Knives aren't wet all the time.
No, definitely not. Knives are definitely not wet all the time.
The first guy who gets it's getting bonus points.
Wet.
I bet you Laura gets it first.
It's wet all the time and it gets sharper.
It's sharper the more you use it.
Your brain.
Absolutely. Good job.
Da, da. I knew that wine was going to kick in sooner or later.
He's smarter than the average bear. Believe it or not.
But guess what? That's not correct. Because the more you use your brain, the less sharper it gets.
Yes.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Look at life. You start off in nappies, and then you grow into a moody teenager. Then you become an adult. Then you become a moody teenager, and then you're back into nappies.
Yeah.
That's what's happened with Joe Biden. He's back into the nappy stage.
Oh boy, that got me started on this guy. How he's fit for duty, I can't explain. I can't explain it.
Because someone else changes his diapers.
He's a puppet. Is what he is.
We gotta play that.
You know, it's so funny because I was actually thinking the same thing because, you know, I saw him. I was like, holy shit, this guy looks like exactly like damn Walter from that guy
yeah,
ventriloquist
that
guy.
one. Yeah, that guy.
Just listening to him talk, you can tell he doesn't even know where he is. He doesn't.
The good news is Laura's left the room.
Oh no,
we can stop talking politics now. It worked.
Have you ever noticed that Jeff Dunham, like the puppet Walter, he looks exactly like fucking Joe Biden.
A little bit.
Oh, muted.
I know. TJ, that's 2 strikes.
What?
Well, swearing, saying somebody's 50 years old. Oh dear. You might want to go and put the heating on in the doghouse.
Well, what do you guys think? You had enough fun for tonight?
Yeah, well, I'm gonna go.
Let's keep going till 11 o'clock.
It's okay, but I've gotta head out.
Okay, Dominic, thanks for coming in.
All right,
Yeah.
Dominic.
Been
We'll see you.
wonderful.
I guess.
Ed, are you about done too?
Absolutely, it's been wonderful, Paul.
Yep.
I
And
guess
Justin?
Dominic has to go nick off.
No,
Yeah, I'm
go
gonna
nick
nick
off.
off.
Yeah.
We'll lick off again at 6 a.m. or 9 a.m.
Okay,
Paul
all right.
just jumped in.
All right.
So now
Bye,
we
guys.
gotta stay on because Hodges just jumped in.
Bye, guys.
See you, Edward.
Catch you later, Edward.
We'll see ya. Bye, Edward. Justin, you're heading for the rack too, aren't you?
Not for a couple hours. I usually go
Yeah.
Well, I can let you guys go. I was just going to go out and play with some lights.
I'm gonna jump off and relax.
You're going to play with some lights.
Yeah,
Got to put the camera on.
Christmas lights.
Yeah, but we want to see you
Can't
on
figure
camera.
out why the Christmas lights on the far side of the house are not working.
Right. So put the camera on it, and we can have a live National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation scene.
Yeah. I'm not getting on a ladder, so.
And then you can hang on your gutters, and then the ice block will go flying through the neighbor's window.
Yeah. You just think about that, TJ. Okay, everybody, thanks for being here. We'll see all of you again next time.
In the morning. In the
In the
evening.
morning.
Paul,
Yeah, Paul.
a little earlier in the morning?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wake me up.
We'll see
Wake me up
you at
before
8
you go,
o'clock in the
guys.
morning, gang.
Wake you up before you go.
Guys.
Okay. Yep. Bye-bye.
Yep. See you guys. Have a good one. Yeah.